Good evening, everyone. I hope we're all doing well. Just getting everything set up. So, there we go. Get the chat up. Beautiful. Hope we're all doing well. Hopefully, we're all having a good round of fantasy. Just getting KO all loaded up, ready to go for the Derby. Chat hasn't popped up yet for me. Hopefully, that pops up soon. Oh, computers. Just that. There we go. Not loaded. There we go. Started loading up. There we go. Ben, how you doing, mate? Liam Rosenberg had Dawson VC, mate. Good, very very nice work. I wish I did have the VC on him. I just didn't have the balls really to really think of Dawson as a captain or vice captain after last week. I was just happy that he did well, so it's not a trade at least, which is good. Sultan, Dawson, captain. Oh, he's talking about Liam. Yeah, no, that's great call for doing that. Jordan Lane, did you end up getting Walsh or still got Goulden? So I'm still looking at... Well, I didn't end up getting Walsh, so it's probably going to be Goulden. So he'll be my captain as well tomorrow. So if he can put up a big score for me, I could actually move up a fair few ranks this week, having Dawson, having Bont, who had a pretty solid score. If Goulden ends up going quite well, I'll probably rise up some ranks this week. So obviously the only thing that's annoying is that obviously with Williams being subbed out, he's got to go. And I've got Jai Clark, who unless he gets subbed on early, is going to be dropping cash. So it's going to be hard. Like, I don't want to double downgrade, but do I have to do it next week? Like, do I need to go Jai Clark to Hugo Garcia and go a Cadman down to another rookie just to fix up some stuff? Or do I just leave him there and go Cadman down to Hugo Garcia or something like that, and then go a Zach Williams up to an option? I'm probably looking at a forward, so probably like a Liam Baker or Chat McRae could come in. So a few options there. I've got a few things I can play with. I'm not against the double downgrade, especially if a rookie pops. Like if a Jake Rogers tomorrow for Gold Coast ends up going really well, I'm not afraid to go Garcia and him next week. So I'm doing my upgrade this week. I'm definitely not against that at all. So I think with Sanders and McKirch out and me having 295k in the bank, I had to make an upgrade this week. I'm not keeping 800k in the bank or whatever. Yeah, 295. What? Sanders down to Graham would have given me about what's that? Sanders, what? So it would have given me, 170? About 170. And then if I went McKircher down to Garcia, that would have given me about another 200. So I would have had, about over 600k in the bank, which I wasn't really going to be going into the round with that. I want to try and attack this best 18 just because it's the last one. So if we go to best 22, if my on-field is fine next week, then I'm happy to just shuffle around. So yeah, so that's what we're looking at there. Slee, Crows were robbed. That was very frustrating last night. It actually made it worse, the fact the AFL came out and said it was a mistake. Like, what are they going to do if it's a mistake? Okay, it was a mistake. What are you going to do about it? You can't do anything about it. So I wish that they just left it, but they're never going to. So, well, they're not going to leave it alone. So, but it's annoying. I'd love to sit here and say the Crows were robbed, but at the end of the day, our kicking around the ground, especially inside 450, is still atrocious. So that, for me, costs the Crows the game, not the umpiring decision. Essendon as well, 10 goals, 18? So they should have easily been 5-6 goals in front anyway. So it was almost Essendon almost shot themselves in the foot and lost themselves the game. So but here we go. West Coast and Freo. So Yo in the centre bounce. Young on Harley Reid's. That's interesting that Young's got the first CBO. Brayshaw starting at half forward. I've got Roy in the Content Creators Cup, and he's got Brayshaw captain, who almost took a mark inside 50 and nearly having a shot for goal. But yeah, so interesting. This is a big game in terms of the matchup for me and Roy, because Roy has got Jordan Clark and Brayshaw captain, whereas I've got no one in this game. I've had Whitfield and Jordan Dawson in our uniques, and I've got Goulden captain and who's my other unique? Massimo. Obviously having to keep him with the Sanders subs. So that's what I'm looking like there with that. So intrigued to see how Sarong goes, because Sarong's a guy I'm looking at bringing in just because the good buy. He's got a good run coming up. It'd be interesting. Slee, fourth time in 2 seasons. Well, it's probably like the it's probably like the second time in about 8 games the Crows have had a call right near the end, cost them in a way. But as I said, the Crows' ball use around the ground is what cost them in the end. So, as I said, I'd love to sit here and say that they were robbed, but yeah, Yoey, first goal of the game. Beautiful. Well done, Yo. Good goal. Looking good. So good start for Yo. Sultan, Sanders a trade out next week if he plays. It depends. It really depends. If he's named the 22, you probably can hold as a forward. But I traded him over Jai Clark because of the fact he was sub. And I know Jai Clark was probably going to be sub as well, but I could actually do something with the Sanders trade this week. There wasn't a forward I really liked bringing in this week. Lukosius is a solid option, but I was worried with the Northern Territory games. A few worries with him. Rankin I was never fully sold on. Caldwell, I like the look of. He's definitely a guy I might look at next week. Jack McRae I was waiting, and he obviously had a good point, so he's an option. Then Liam Baker was on bye. So all my forwards I was really looking at, either I wanted one more week or they're on bye. So that's why I ended up going for the midfield primo this week. Plus as well, Goulden I think I'm happy with him as captain tomorrow. So that's why I ended up going for that, even though probably the smarter call was to go Jai Clark to the Koshas and hold McKercher. For long-term cash gen, that might have been... Is Yo going to kick his second? No, Yo's just gone long. No. And that might have been the better play for cash gen long-term. But I guess I've done cash a lot this season. I want to attack points this week, so I've started well. Plus, I don't think it was a necessity to trade out Jai Clark. I think he's unfortunately just going to be a guy that's going to be on our benches and whatever. If there's ever a chance for me to get rid of him and get an upgrade on the other end, I'll take the opportunity. But what happened there? 5 free kick. Sarong as VC, hope he goes big. And evening, that was both from Double Dummy. So, g'day, mate. Hope you're going well. I think Sarong should have a pretty good game tonight. Young there. So, yeah, definitely Young's been playing a lot better from the first 2 weeks. He was quiet, but these last couple of weeks he's looked good and kicked short to Sarong as well. So, and there's Fife there as well. Fife getting involved early. So Brayshaw's definitely playing at half forward at the moment. I wonder if that's going to be something that they do throughout the game. Jordan Clark +6. Hopefully Jordan Clark doesn't get as much of the ball tonight as he's in the matchup. Let's talk motorsport. G'day. Daniel, mate. Hope you're going well. As always, when Daniel pops in the chat, I always say if anyone is fans of motorsport, whether that be F1, supercars, whatever, make sure you go and check out Let's Talk Motorsport on YouTube. Doing great content over there. But mate, thanks for tuning in as always. There's Brayshaw. Please don't be a goal. All right, good. It wasn't a goal. Liam Rosenberg, is Walsh still a target over Dacos next week? Yeah, potentially. Yep. Yeah, definitely a shout that Walsh still be a target. The only thing that worries me with Walsh long term is he got so much the ball today, like 35 touches, and he only got a 101 because the tackles today weren't there, and his marks have dropped dramatically since Carlton have shifted their game style a little bit. So that's my one worry with him moving forward. So he's still good. He's still an option. He's still underpriced, I think. I think he still is a solid option, but I just worry that he might not be that 110 consistent guy, which is why I ended up going for Goulden, because I think Goulden is worst case 105, but best case he could be the top scoring player in the game, and he's at a pretty cheap... Oh, Ballywins, great mark. He's at a cheap price where he's only going to start going up from you. His break-even's like 104, so I was happy enough to go with him. So let's update the scores on the screen. Yo, obviously, good start. Sarong, Fife, Young. So if anyone's got those four in their team, good start for those four. What do we got here? Jordan Lane, same Goulden in this week and going to captain him as well. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm looking at doing. So, yeah, I've thought about going for Lukosius and putting Flanders captain, but I feel like to attack points this week in best 18 because of a few of those Saints guys going lower scores at the beginning of the round means that because I didn't have them, I thought if I can attack this week and get a good captain from Goulden, then that might really help me rise up the rankings a fair bit this week. So short to Jordan Clark. Come on. No, I don't want this happening. So, what do we got? Listen, almost what cheese, man. No, mate, all good. Happy to shout you out. Don't go back to Clark. Come on, stop bloody getting Clark the ball. Good, he went to Young at least. Is that Tracy all alone? Jim just snuck into the top 1,000 my second year ever. Good stuff, Jim, mate. Lovely work there. Angus Heasley currently planning Sanders to Garcia or another rookie and Massimo to Dacos. Worried I have too many defenders, but it feels like the obvious move. Yeah, see, that's the thing that's annoying with Massimo now because a forced trade of bloody Zach Williams. He's now got to go, which means Massimo's now got to stay for another week, which is frustrating. Again, that's why it's always good to jump off these guys when you can, because if you get stuck with them, you do get stuck with them. And it looks like I'm going to be stuck with Massimo. So the only positive for Massimo is he's got North this week. I think he's got a tougher game next week, but then he's got 2 easy matchups. So that's the only sort of positive from that. But I would definitely prefer to... and Sharp's just been pinged on the ball, so yeah, that's going to be a bit of an issue having him, but hopefully he goes okay. Derek, Sheasel or Goulden captain? I'd be going Goulden captain. I think Sheasel's going to cop the Finn McGuinness tag, or at least if there's too much risk there, whereas I think Goulden's is a solid shout. Sharpest looking blunt, says Shannon Page. Yeah, not a good start for Sharpie, so if he puts up a bad score today, then that's going to be another issue that we're going to have to do. And all of a sudden, we've got a few issues to deal with next week. Liam Rosenberg got Young, Yo, and Reed on field. So the 3. Is that Jai Amos being subbed? I think that was just Jai Amos has been subbed. Let me have a quick look at that. I think he's been subbed already. Yep, Jaimus has been subbed, so... okay, that's interesting. Already a sub, and bloody Brayshaw getting a +6, so... Hopefully Brayshaw and that don't go big. That's going to really cost me if they go big. Is Williams injured, said Angus Heasley. Williams, so talking about Bailey Williams. Well, I know that Amos is now injured and subbed out. So Jim had Butters captain after Steel VC was looking like a round-winning decision. What happened to him? Yeah, just Port just weren't at it. First call, they did well, and sort of the beginning of the second, but after that they fell away. And obviously, huge start by Butters with 61 points in the first quarter. So to be fair, 117, you're going to definitely take that as captain, but I feel like that's the thing that's going to hold Butters back from being like a 110 mid, is that he can have these massive quarters, but he can't do it for 4. He doesn't seem to do it for 4 quarters yet. Angus, he said, is Williams injured? No, he was subbed out at half time. He got a knock to the Achilles, but like it's just annoying. So it's going to be more for cash gen. So he's probably going to have to go just because of he's going to start. His break-in's going to be a bit higher, which sucks. So. But yeah, with Butters, yeah. But so, like most midfielders that get a 60-point quarter, they go on and get a 121. Sorry, not 120, because essentially that's what Butters got. Then we get like a 130, 140. So definitely, if you've got him, you're not going Sharpie. No, he's just a bad. There's a bad kick just to the goal square. Like no one there either. But yeah, I hope you guys get what I'm saying. Buzz definitely not a bad pick at all. He's definitely still a good pick. I just if you guys get what I'm trying to say, there. So Youngie, good start. Same with Yo. Clark's there though, and same with Brayshaw. So hopefully Brayshaw and Clarkey aren't as big just because they're in my matchup. Sam Sturt's playing. Tracy Banfield, that should be a goal. Ooh, I reckon that might have... Did that touch the post? Banfield celebrating, but I think that could have touched... That looked like it deviated. Hey, Lewis, you're my hero, Bale. Thanks, mate. Very much appreciated. The only thing that's going to tell is edge. I reckon it's at the post. That looks like that shaved the post. See here, this is a bit of a waste of this is a waste of time. Just go to edge straight away. What's the need to see if it's close? Just go straight to edge. Yep, there you go. Hit the post. So you've got to go to drop punt there. You cannot dribble from there. Derek, would you look at trading out Laird, or would it be wise to use the money on upgrading a bench player to a McRae Caldwell? Probably the second option. I know Lairdy hasn't been good the last couple of weeks, but yeah, McRae/Caldwell would be a better pick, I think, than trading Laird out. And you're getting a rookie off your field as well. So for me, that would be the play for you there. So yeah, put in the chat as well, guys, who you guys have got in this game tonight. Who have you guys got? There's a fair few fantasy relevant players from this game. So put in the comments who you guys have got. Obviously, you've got Young, Yo, Luke Ryan, Jordan Clark, Caleb Sarong, Nat Fife, Andrew Brayshaw. There's probably more as well. Like there's obviously Luke Jackson. Obviously, a few people might have a Liam Duggan. There's a bit of a pod. Then obviously we got Harley Reid, who's on -3 to start the game, which is not good. Obviously gave away that free kick, hasn't touched it. All right, beautiful. Okay. Double dummy Jackson, Reid, and Sarong. Yep, I think that'd be a common sort of three. I think the most common three tonight would be like Reid, Yo, and like Hayden Young. That'd be probably the most common three. They're the three I've got in this. Oh, and Jeremy Sharp. Sorry, was another one I forgot to add as well. Would be another popular player. So I've got those four. So Young, Reid, Yo, Sharp. So fair enough. I think tonight's probably going to determine a lot of people's rounds, is because there's a few rookies playing tonight that you're probably just hoping a couple pop some 70, 80 plus scores, like a Jeremy Sharp or even a Reid or someone. Because if they're quiet, then that could be interesting. So Yo just got the handball to Petrocelli. Then Sarong tackle. Sarong giving Hon the ball for that one. That for me is a harsh call. Like, he just got the ball from Yo, he got taken down by Sarong, and then they pay Hon the ball. I don't quite get it. But anyway, Sharpie with the +6 from Sarong. But then they go short to Brayshaw. I have a bad feeling Brayshaw's going to go like 120 tonight. Which is going to be very frustrating, because Roy brought him in last week. He's got him captain, and he might pop a big score, which hopefully he doesn't. I'd be happy with less than 120. Having Dawson as unique in my matchup has helped, but yeah, I'd prefer to just not have to worry about Brayshaw. That'll be a ball up, I imagine. Yep. Shannon Page had Steelers my VC. All I've got left to captain is Heaney and Flanders. Popular opinion seems to be stupid sexy. Thoughts, please, Bales. Yeah, I think I'd go Flanders as well out of those two. Brayshaw again. Come on. I can't be bothered doing this if Brayshaw and Clark are just going to rack up. Go to Sharp. Go short to Sharp. Darcy, go short to Sharp, man. I don't know why he was telling Sharp to go long. Like, Darcy, you don't have to kick long every kick. Like, you can hit up a little short lead or whatever. That was really frustrating from Darcy then. Oh, cool. Don't even have to press refresh on here. I just have to move the mouse on here. So, Sarong top scoring. No surprises there on 23. See, funny enough, I'm glad they didn't play that hole in the ball, but that one was more hole in the ball than the Petruccelli one because Sarong tackled him and he just threw it out. But there was no prior for either, so just the consistency is just rubbish. Double dummy. If I ignore Zach Williams, I'm 7 from 7:34 before tonight's games. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what I'd be on actually. Brochure another kick, this is Brochure's going big, isn't he? He's already up to 23. Sarong up to 27 as well. Yo's on 20, which is good as well. Young going well. Clark going okay for anyone that's got him out there. Oh, Fife. Oh, poor kick. Should have hit Jackson there. And Sarong marks. So Sarong's better line up for goal. Sarong's had a big start to the game. If he goes massive this week and there's any way that I could get up to Sarong, I'm definitely not opposed to bringing him in just because he works so well for buys and how good he's looked. He's definitely looking like their main player. The good thing is Brayshaw is going to come off at some point. He's not going to play 100% of the game. So, so Sharpie's on 9. Is Harley Reid still -3? Yep. It's always a bad omen when a player's on -3 to start the game. It's always a bad omen for some reason. I find it's a bad omen. I don't know if you guys find that as well, but that's what I normally find. Where is that? I think Brayshaw was probably a bit stiff there not to get paid the mark. I think he had control of it. And then no, I think Yo still got a punch. Well on Yoey. Good work, mate. And didn't quite. If Brayshaw went back and kicked that goal, that would have been, not great. Absolutely spewing at the Gabba. Yeah, apparently I've heard that the rain is teeming down and it will be for most of the night. So that's a bit of a worry for a guy like Ollie Dempsey. And again, that might be another issue now. I guess what I'll probably have to do is I'll probably go at this early stage of the round. Obviously, still plenty of time to go in the round, but I might even go. Brayshaw's going to get a tackle. He literally, that is so lucky. Bloody smother, and then he gets a tackle. So he's going to be on, 29. Really, really frustrating. Strong's obviously going massive as well at the moment. Why would Jaden Hunt not go for the tackle there? Don't understand. Sharp nearly got Tim Kelly then. Andrew Brashaw's friend. Well, I've got no idea what happened then. Apparently it just literally came up on my screen saying the stream disconnected and now it's back. So who knows what happened there. Sharper kick. I don't know what happened. I wasn't talking, which is good. That would have been annoying if I was in the middle of something and it disconnected. But I don't know why it disconnected there. But what do we got? That's all chat there. Neil also tagged, not that he's super relevant though. Oh, Neil is relevant because he's getting to a point where he might be too cheap that we can't really ignore him too much. But for me, Oliver's my big target. I'm just waiting for one game where he looks back to Oliver, and I think that if he plays on Wednesday night, it could be that game, and then all of a sudden he's going to be a great target I'm looking at to bringing in. Sarong has definitely started this game very well. I don't know if that was that Yo that tackled? No, I think it might have been Petrocelli maybe. Eagles just under siege at the moment. Freo he's just living in Freo's forward line. Here we go. Reed's been stuck on the bench for I don't even know how long. Oh no, Reed's on. I don't know where Reed is actually because I haven't seen him. Oh no, he's deep forward. There he is. Reed, good mark. That's a brilliant mark. I was wondering where he was. Took a great mark in the goal square. He's going to be a superstar for West Coast. Part of me is hoping now that in the Geelong Brisbane game and Harley Reid goal. So good stuff, Harley Reid. And West Coast got the only two goals of the game, which is funny because it's been dominated by Freo on their forward fifth. They just haven't put it on the scoreboard. But yeah, I feel bad because part of me wants there to be some sort of injury for Geelong. So bloody, what's his name, get subbed into the game. That second quarter, so Dempsey had one kick. Dempsey actually ended up getting to 24 points at quarter time. I didn't realise. So that's actually not a bad quarter, to be fair. He's only had the 3 points in this quarter. There's 5 minutes to go. Has he played the whole quarter? Because if he has, he'll come off for a rest. No, Dempsey's already been off. Only played 6 or 8. So that's good for Dempsey then, considering the weather. He had 2 tackles, which was important to help boost that score up. Again, if Dempsey gets a 60-odd, that's still not really an issue. There's Young giving it to Sarong. Sarong just dominating at the moment. Good mark by Tom Emmett there. The good thing is when it's quarter time here, it'll probably be about the time that... I don't know who's calling. Someone's calling me. Don't know who that is. What was I saying? Yeah, about the time this quarter finishes, it'll be near the end of half time for that other game, so we can check all the scores at that point. So I thought Sarong was going to be on 39, but maybe he's only on 36, unless they haven't had that kick yet. What do we got? IT, Harley cooking his cash gen neck minute. Yeah, exactly. So I was saying, where was he? I couldn't even see him, but then he took that really good mark in the goal square and kicked the goal. So, bad kick from Jackson there. Needed to hit him. Lee Roseberg got Windsor and Clark out this week, but have McKercher and Sanders still. Do I get them both out next week? Again, that would just depend on what McKercher scores. He might be a hold if he goes really, really well. With what's his name? With Sanders, just depends. One, if he gets forward status, but then 2, if he's not the sub next week. That would be the thing I'd be looking for. But I think Sanders is fine to go even with forward status. It's his break even. I think I looked at Selby's price projector. It's roughly going to be about 84, or it's going to be in around that mark, and that's a pretty high break even. So his cash gen stunted. Here's Reed again. Not a good kick goal, but it hits Waterman. So well done by Reed there. Reed having a pretty big impact on the last couple of minutes anyway. Got to love a plus 12 to a rookie. Oh, exactly. It's plus 12 for any player is the best feeling. Tell you what, that plus 14 for Dawson last night was great. Holding the ball, 50 metres, kicks the goal. That was good. Dawson was very good last night. And I'm hoping that the Crows looked at his game last night and go, okay, he's clearly our best midfielder. Let's not put him out. So he went, I think, 2 or 3 stints forward for a couple of minutes, but that was about it. Wasn't anything substantial, but there was one point at the time where the Crows had a midfield 3 of Saligo, Rochelle and Rankin, and as much as I like those three players, then as a midfield three, I didn't like it at all because there's no defensive pressure with those three. Like, yeah, they'll chase and everything like that, but there's no, like, contested grunt like a Laird and even a Dawson does everything. Like, if you look at the Bulldogs midfield, I know the Bulldogs have been up and down to start the year, but I love their midfield. You got Bont, who's like the Rolls Royce who can do everything. You've got Libba, who's the contested player in and under, and then you've got Treloar, who's got the speed on the outside. With the Crows, Dawson should be the Bont, Laird should be Libba, and Saligo should be Treloar. I know obviously they're not as good as the Dogs' three midfielders, but if you guys get what I mean, that midfield mix I like, whereas I don't like too many of these forward players. Was that high against Young? So Yo with a free kick. Is he going to go short to Reed? No, he's going to go a little bit longer. Should be a free kick against Brayshaw. Yep, he didn't even look at the ball then. So that's good for my matchup then. Go short to Reed, Kelly. He's not going to, but Darcy's in the hole. Petrolini nearly took the mark over him, actually. West Coast started well. I think I ended up still tipping Freo just because how good Freo are. But I said to Tim on Friday, I said I wouldn't be shocked if West Coast kept this relatively close and if they won, just because how well they've played the last couple of weeks. Here's Riley ready to get. Oh, that's high. And that should be 50 because Sarong pushed him into the ground. It was that one with the drop of the hips there, but to be fair, even with the drop of the hips, he did bloody take him over his head. So probably should be a free. Hey, all of us fantasy coaches, we're not arguing with this. So let's have a look. So he's tried to get out of traffic. So it seemed like he actually was starting to slip, but Sarong was already going up here anyway, like near his ear. So it is a free kick. But Reeve puts this through. All of a sudden, staying from -3. Not a bad quarter. Let's have a look. Has he kicked it? He has kicked it. So Reed with 2 goals in the quarter. He looked really good in that last 5 minutes. So yeah, very, very good there. So let's have a look at the scores at quarter time. So these don't look like they have updated properly, so I'll just have to do this. I thought that they were. Nope, they still haven't updated, because I know Brayshaw's on 26 and Reed should definitely be on this screen. So this has not updated properly, which is annoying, but we'll refresh the page. I'm going to say no stats available. That'd be a lot of crap. There we go. That's updated. That's a bit better. So Sarong, good start on 41. Sean Darcy's made a good return. 36 points there. Obviously, great matchup for Rucks as well. You got McGovern on 29. Everyone's got him out there. Yo, good start with 27. Brayshaw's on the 26, so solid start from Brayshaw. Was looking really good early as well. 94% time on ground, which is huge. Luke Ryan, 24 was good. Harley Reid, 24 as well. Solid start for Reid. Obviously, 2 goals does help that a lot, but that's fine. Fife and John Clark, 21 apiece there. Hayden Young on 19. He started really well, but a bit of a quieter end to the quarter. Duggan's on 18. Witherden's on 14 for those draft coaches that got him out there. Sharp's only on the 12. Anyone else of relevance down here? Jackson's only on 9, so a poor start for him, and anyone that has still got him. I kept him in Supercoach just because I wasn't going to trade him, I don't think, this week. But all in all, besides, I think, Jackson and probably Sharp to an extent, most other players are going okay. Obviously, if you've got Sarong out there, you're laughing. He's had a big start to the game. If I was West Coast, I know that I always hate commentators when they say this, but he's been that good that I wonder if they put attention into him moving forward, because he's looked really, really good. Gareth Evans, what do you think of Bont? Seemed quiet until last quarter. Bont's fine. He just didn't have to do as much in that game. The other guys did. I'm not worried about Bont. He had one bad game, his worst game in like 10 years. And take out that game, he scored 100 in every game, bar that 90 in round 1. So again, we haven't seen the heights of last year yet, but hopefully that 110 can maybe start a bit of a run. So, double dummy. Try barracking for Hawthorn. Mitchell hadn't started the game this year with our best mids in at the start. We're getting flogged in the first quarter. Yeah, exactly. I do agree with that. Hawthorn have not been, I guess, playing their best players where they should be. I think Hawthorn should definitely be playing another key defender. Sicily should not be the second key defender in the side. He should be the intercept player, a bit like even a bit like Darcy Moore like plays. Like they've got. I'm trying to think Collingwood's the key defenders, but like Darcy Moore is that guy, does everything. He's more of an intercept. He's not really a lockdown key defender. He's got to be like that, more like that. Like a Himmelberg for GWS. You've got Sam Taylor and Jack Buckley as the two key defenders, and you've got Himmelberg as the intercept defender. Sicily should be that for Hawthorn. Until I see that, he's not an option, and I don't think any Hawthorn guys are options at the moment. Yeah. Shannon Page, Reed's looking like a legit weapon, seems to inspire his team. Yeah, very good point there. He's looked really good. Those 2 goals he kicked were very, very good. How are your tips going? Might have been awful this round. I don't take tips as seriously as what I used to because the comp I normally am in isn't running this year, which is disappointing. But I don't think they're going too great. I went Crows last night. I know I went the Giants today. So tips is... I used to take it a lot more seriously than what I do, but now it's just sort of like however I go is how I go, I guess. Angus says, here's a question. Where does Reed finish in? Does Reed finish in top 3 in West Coast BNF? At the moment, he probably does. At the moment, it's probably McGovern, Yo, and Harley Reid. I think are probably the 3 that, off the top of my head, that would be the top 3. Let's see if that continues. Liam Rosenberg, if Sean Darcy goes 130 plus and I still have Grundy, is the shout? No. I couldn't go I couldn't recommend Darcy, so I wouldn't be looking at him. John Lane, oh no, Tom Stewart. Wait, what happened? Is he injured, or did something happen, or is he just on a really bad score? Oh no, he's off due to an injury. Does anyone know what happened? Very possible concussion. Straight down into the rooms. Okay, that's... Okay, hopefully he's okay. Went down to the room. Yeah, everyone's saying went down the rooms. Hopefully he's all right. I know that it means Jai Clark comes in, but I don't wish bad luck, because RPL owns Stewart there. I definitely don't wish bad luck for people that have Tom Stewart. Hopefully he's okay, because I know exactly that sucks with a premium. I guess best 18 is the only saving grace if he is subbed out, but hopefully he's not. Hopefully it's not a concussion, because we don't want to see concussions. Went for a sport and head hit the back of a Lions player. Okay, yeah, we'll have to have a look at that and see if that's bad or not. Hopefully he's okay. I'm just checking any late updates for the scores here. So 41 for Sarong. Reed on 27. So Reed got added 3 points. Must have been for a kick or something. Elliot Yeo was still on 27. Looks like everyone else has stayed about the same. Yeah, so it was just Harley Reid just got added the 3. So Harley Reid on 27. And Reid in the CBA. And looks like he's going to get the clearance. Far out. Is he going to go for goal? Oh, geez, that would have been special. He is special. He is so good. Like, it took the first few games, he was quiet. But now we're really starting to see him go. And he's doing a spoil there as well. Like, yeah, he's looking really, really good. He's a weapon. He really is. Like, people saying, well, people are now probably saying North Melbourne, did they make a mistake not losing that last game and getting Reid? But I guess they got McKercher and Dersma, and they both look good players, but would Harley Reid have been the better pick? That's going to be very interesting to see how that eventuates over the next 5 years or whatever, and see who's going to be the winner out of that. So let's go have a look at the scores from Brisbane and Geelong at half-time. Yeah, well, they're not actually low. Here we go. So Dane Zorko's on 70. So Zorko, big start for Brisbane. 15 disposals, kicked a couple of goals as well. I'd like to know if he's playing forward or if he's playing and kicking those goals there, or if he's playing defence and just rolling up and kicking goals. Tanner Brun's on 55. Dunkley's on 54. Good start for Dunks. Bo's on 52. Tom Stewart's on 47, and he was having a good game, or solid game in the wet, and unfortunately he's injured at the moment. Max Holmes on 40. Who else we got here? Dempsey's on 31. That's not awful in the conditions that it is. 31 without any goals is not bad. Duncan's only on 31 as well. Lockie Neal's on 30. Jeremy Cameron's only on 22, so a few people were looking at him. Toby Conway on 20. Loman's only on the 8 as well. So, so most people doing okay in that game. If you've got Zorko, you're laughing. And Dempsey, to be fair, that's not an awful score. I was thinking if with the wet, it might have been a lot worse. Is that going to go out? No, it's going to stay in for West Coast. Reed's going to get it here. Reed, watch out. Watch out. Oh, that's high again. Reed's doing that now. He's doing the little bit of a shimmy there, but it's okay. We want points. That's almost 50. Reed was trying to run there, and the Freo defender tackled him. That could have been 50. Wasn't given though, but going to Jordan Clark. Jinby, no, smothered. That was a throw. Jack Williams, Kelly on the outside of the boot. Good kick. Noah Long. Wow, if West Coast can you imagine? West Coast are playing good footy. They're playing very good footy. This could be potentially 6 goals in a row to start the game. Freo 3 behinds. Wow, okay. Angus, imagine the headlines of North had picked 1 and 2 from Mackay compensation. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, they just wouldn't have got one of McKerch or Dempsey. It would have been probably McKerch they wouldn't have got. So Clark gone quiet, says Lamb. Yeah, Clark I haven't seen Clark too much lately. So one thing I do have to do, I've got to make sure I remember to do my FPL team while I'm on stream. I've got to remember to adjust team. Why is... Oh no, it is updating, but Reed's on 35. Well, okay. I remember mistake I made. I traded Reed and Bolter, which sucks. I needed him to get Flanders in, so I got Flanders in, but it meant I had to trade Reed, which is a bit annoying because Reed's making good cash now. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. Unfortunately, sometimes you get off a rookie early and it doesn't go to plan. But gladly, I've kept him in fantasy. So, but yeah, Bolter's going okay. I'm actually ranked, I think I was top 40 or something. So, Reed, that'll be a tackle. And Reed breaks away from the contest with a bounce. And a handball to Yo. And that'll be touched. Yo and Reed in that midfield for West Coast are creating damage in there. They're looking really good as a partnership in there. Like the West Coast have definitely identified that, and Reed's looking really, really good. Trading Reed is crazy. Yeah, it was just in Bolter. It was because I was 1K short of Flanders, and I wanted Flanders, and there was another rookie, no other way to get it, so I ended up just deciding that. So, unfortunately, you win some, you lose some. I'm just glad I kept him in all the other formats. So, and the upgrade came quicker anyway. So, and 3 trades there as well. So it was sort of like I had nothing else to do that week. No other options to trade out that week. With 3 trades, it's a lot easier to flip a rookie out earlier than what they have to. Wait, do you not have... No. I'm talking about in Bolter. In Bolter, Selby's format of fantasy in Bolter, I traded Reed. And that was a few weeks ago. In fantasy, I've still got Reed. In Supercoach, I've got Reed. In AFL Dream Team, I've got Reed. So yes, I've got Reed. Do you have Yo and Young at least? Yes, I've got all 3. I've still got Reed. I've still got all of them. So, McGovern. I reckon McGovern can go from here. I think he could go the distance. It's going all the way. It's going to be a point though. I'm just seeing in any of my chats if Stuart, about what's happening with Stuart. And then another goal for West Coast. Waterman. 45-3. Wow. So going for the spoil, Clark then fell to ground, and Waterman out of the pack, snapped around the body. Wow, what a start by West Coast! And you know what? I'm happy for the West Coast fans. They've put up with a fair bit the last year and a bit, couple of years. And West Coast now, they're looking good. They're playing good footy. They've got that Harley Reid, the spark for the side. They're playing really good footy. Freo have been pretty poor besides that 10 minutes, and they dominated the inside 50s early. They just didn't kick any goals. And West Coast went down and had like essentially 2 inside 50s for 2 goals, and from there they've really dominated the game. So it'll be interesting to see if Freo can work their way back, because Freo are a team that have got finals aspirations, and West Coast again just rebuild and looking to improve. But West Coast, this will be their 3rd good week in a row. They were good against Sydney. They obviously got the win last week against who they beat, Richmond, and then they're looking good now. So Simo's Cooking says Angus. Yep, exactly. Reed going to get it back here? Nope. Goes into the middle of the ground though. But West Coast are running in waves. This is what's looking good. Not a great handball to Hunt there. Darling. Like West Coast are just hungry for the footy. It's just as simple as that. How long till the Hawks rebuild? Says Liam. I don't know. I thought they were rebuilding now, but there's sort of not really any positive signs at the moment for the Hawks. Walker goes down long. Duggan, that a free kick? Yeah, free kick for Duggan there in the back. Pressure is 160 to 181, so both kind of poor, but Freo really crap. Oh, but yeah, West Coast they're applying pressure at the right moments, and they're looking really good. So West Coast be a strong start to the game. Again, we know that a young side like this could all of a sudden start struggling, but here we go again. Waterman with another mark. Waterman's cooking. Who would have thought Waterman would be a good option to bring in? If he kicks this, it is a 48-point lead, not even 8 minutes into the second quarter. And with the scores, so obviously with the... Sarong hasn't got much of it to this quarter, only the handball, I think. Darcy's continued, but Harley Reid's getting really going now, up to 41 as well. Yo's on 32, Ryan's up to 32, Brayshaw 31. I don't think Fife's touched it in this quarter as well. So Waterman... I think he's missed that one. Not a great kick, and Jordan Clark kick in. So thanks, Waterman, for giving Clark some points there. They're going to switch back to Clark. Come on, that's crap. Sharp, good, fine. I've started forgetting about Sharp in this game. Just has not got near it at all. Don't go to Clark. That's not even. It's not 15. Yeah, it's not even 15. So, can someone like man up on Clark, please? And I guess this is what makes Freo fans annoyed, is that Freo do this. They just chip around the back, and then Clark again. Can someone man up on him? Seriously, how hard is it to just man up on him so he can't get these easy bloody little shitty kicks? If I had him, I'd be loving it, but I don't have him, so it's really crap. And all of a sudden, Clark, is up to 36 now, and I think he's probably on 42. I think they probably haven't added that last +6. And Darling, good mark. Yeah, Jordan Clark up to 42. Unbelievable. He was going he doubled his score, essentially, in the space of not long. And if Freo decide to switch it now, then Clark will get involved again. Go down the line, Pierce, please. Yeah, good. Stewart subbed? Wow. Okay, that's a big substitution. Tom Stewart has been subbed out of the game for Geelong with concussion. There's Young with a +6. Commiserations for all those Stewart owners out there, and I do mean that. I'm not trying to just say because Clark's in it's good or whatever, because it's not. It's, another guy's got concussed, so yeah. So no, it's seriously commiserations to Stewart owners. I know exactly how you feel, and again, it makes it more annoying is the fact that he was on track for a solid score, like 47. It was near the end of the quarter, I think. Are they going to give it to Yo? Yeah. Oh, Yo, it's out in the fault. And Jordan Clark will get the free kick. Jordan Clark, stop, man. It's annoying as well because Freo are playing crap and he's still scoring well. Well, he's scoring. He's going to be, I think, the top scoring player in the game, and they're playing crap. And like Luke Ryan is now the top scorer. Bailey Williams mark there. He hasn't been subbed. It's still half time. No, he's been subbed. I'm seeing it in all my group chats. Everyone's saying he's been subbed. So Geelong and Geelong's tweeted out as well. So yeah, he's definitely been subbed out. Yeah. I don't wish injuries on anyone, but that will make him cheaper in a few weeks. He was one of my upgrade targets. Oh, yes, in a way. But at the end of the day, I guess you just don't want to see injuries to people. Because the way I try and look at it is, don't get wrong, when I was young and I was a kid and I had was playing fantasy or whatever, and I was watching players like that I didn't have if they got injured early or whatever, I'd be like just a kid sort of not knowing any different. I'd be like, yeah, good, I don't have them, so that means I can benefit. But when you think of it now, I put myself in people's shoes. Own Stewart. I've had players get injured, and whatever on bad scores, and I'm not one of the only few that've got them or whatever. And it's crap. It ruins nights, ruins weekends. Well, if you're anything like me, it definitely ruins. And then Jordan Clark again. Sharpie though, Sharpie's free. Oh, don't go back to Jordan Clark. Seriously? Okay, this is getting ridiculous from Freo. Like, Jackson and Freo have got their first goal over halfway through the second quarter. Yeah, Jordan Clark's on 50 already. 90% time on ground. Like, he had a crap first quarter. He's had 29 points in the first half of the quarter. And it's just all been crap little chip marks. Liam Rosenberg, why wasn't Oliver playing well? Oliver? Which Oliver are you talking about, Liam? No preseason for Oliver. He had some mental stuff, I think. Oh, wait, did I miss that? About talking about Oliver? Oh, no, I've been lost in that. So if someone updates me what's going on. But no, I'm definitely looking at Oliver as a target. Free kick against Tim Kelly to Fife. Fife's been okay. I know that he's not on the top scoring players on the screen there, but he had a good first quarter. But can Freo actually start now? Is this West Freo going to start maybe getting on a bit of a roll? Tracy, there you go. So Clayton Oliver. Why wasn't Clayton Oliver playing well? No. Free kick to McGovern. He wasn't playing well. Obviously, he had to interrupt the preseason. Obviously, all the stuff off field. I'm not going to go into all the details of stuff that if you don't know about it, just look up on Google. Obviously, a lot of stuff he's dealing with there. Came back probably underdone. Had a good first game back, but then was slow since then. Hopefully, with this week off that they've had, he's able to sort of get back a little bit. Little bit of match. That's an awful kick by Noah Long, trying to go to Harley Reid. They're just giving it to Reid. Oh, he just looked like he was going to run out, then just gave the handball. That was nicely done by Reid there. Everyone thought he was going out. That's in the back, I think. Should have been a free kick to Jackson. You have to go. Oh. Good mark by Pearce. Giving off to Aish. And then Erasmus. Good, he had Julian Clark running and he didn't use him. Good. Oh, that's a free kick. No, apparently he was just using the body. Tim Kelly. Is Reed on this wing still? I know Reed was around here. You got Hoff short. Too late. And Kelly's going to go long down. Oh, no, he's not. He's great kick to Brockman. Good vision. That's another solid kick as well to Bailey Williams. Yeah, oh no, sorry, that's Ryan Marrick, not Bailey Williams. And Jake Waterman again. God, that West Coast playing well. Sarong not scoring this quarter. No, been quiet. To be honest, it's just been the Freo defenders that have been racking up. Like Jordan Clark and Luke Ryan were solid in the first quarter, but now they're the two top scoring players of the game. They just haven't really got amongst it. Sharp nowhere to be seen. Not really. Been a bit of a quiet game from Sharpie, unfortunately. We'll just quickly go through this. These are the scores there. Where is Sharpie? Let's have a quick look at where Sharpie is. 23. If we can get to 30 at halftime, that's not a bad result considering Freo have been dono for most of the game. And Waterman, another goal for the Eagles. What a game this has been for the Eagles. Started very well. I hope that they don't sort of, in the second half, just sort of go away. Hopefully they keep this up. Ball up. Everyone's going on about Harley Reid all over Twitter, just having a read through people saying how good how he looks. Obviously, the other thing with the Tom Stewart concussion is not only has he been subbed out on a 47, but he's also going to miss next week. Obviously, with the concussion protocols. Oh, he dropped that then. I know he didn't have prior, but that was a clean drop. Sarong, another tackle. So Sarong's still doing his thing. Sarong will be fine. At least it seems as though Jordan Clark is on the bench, which would be good. At least it's some... There's Sharpie. Come on, Sharpie, kick it, mate. Oh, that'll be on the ball. Duggan went to ground. Oh, no, he's been given the high free kick. Jordan, good for Jai Clark, I guess. Wet conditions may be good for him to get some tackles. Yeah, obviously it is, but I'd prefer it just to have been a tactical sub for someone that's not fantasy relevant, because then it wouldn't have affected other people's fantasy teams, and it would have been good for Jai Clark. But because it's sort of, you're getting a positive from someone else's negative, it's sort of, I guess people looking at their own teams are going to be happy if they don't have Stewart, but I guess, yeah, being content creator as well, I know, and doing fantasy for a long time, I know how much it sucks when you've got a player that gets injured on a low score. And good kick from Young Sturt. So Free's starting to get a couple of extra opportunities forward. Who's your pick for number one player this year? Who would it be? I'd love to say Errol. Bringing Errol in my team this year. I still think Bont. I know he's had a slow start to the year. I still do think he's going to come good, and he's got to win a Brownlow at some point. Sure, I'd be very, very sad if he retired and didn't have a Brownlow to his name, because he definitely deserves it. He's probably been robbed of two, and it's funny. You go from being someone that could have had two Brownlows and being one of the best ever to sort of, he'll just be remembered as a very, very elite player, but maybe not in the top sort of top dozen to 20 players, whatever. He might not have been anyway. I'm just saying that if you have two Brownlows and playing the way he is, does another 4, 5, 6 years, you never know. But Sheasel got to be. Are you kidding? Well, if he's he didn't make it. Well, Liam, relax, mate. I didn't realise that he was Angus. If you're asking for fantasy, then I don't know if it'd be Bont. Maybe it would be Sheasel. Maybe could be Sarong. I don't know if I'd pick Bont. I thought if you're talking about best player for the year in terms of actual AFL, I think Bont could still be that guy, and Bont could still be the best player, fantasy player for the year, because take out that 53, he was averaging 110. Well, he is averaging 110, so it's not like it's, is that holding the ball against Brayshaw? Probably could have been, to be fair. And he'll get a handball and a tackle from saying that he should have been getting a -3 for. That's annoying. Brayshaw again. Ooh. Here we go, Sharpie. Oh, he dropped it. But Reed did well there. Got the handball just right, and that'll be holding the ball. Sharp will get the free kick. Oh, geez, that's lucky. Angus, yeah, I meant fantasy. Yeah, okay, yeah. So for fantasy, yeah, it could be Sheasel, could be Sarong, could be Merritt. Yeah, there's a few shouts there. I'll probably back Sheasel in just because he is the #1 scoring player so far, but other interpretation works too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so maybe Bont for real life and maybe Sheasel for fantasy. I don't know, something like that. So what have we got? 3 minutes 41 to go in the quarter. Tom Emmett. Did he kick it? Don't know if he kicked it or not. Sharpie's up to 30 now. That's okay. So it doesn't look like a spike on each. So it looks like it's going to be a goal. So Jai Clark hasn't even gone onto the ground. So Jai Clark gets subbed on, and he hasn't even gone onto the ground in the first 5 minutes. And Dempsey hasn't played any of the time on the ground. So I was going to check who's been scoring in this third quarter, but there's no point because I've only got Dempsey and Jai Clark's on the bench. But Duncan's on 10, Conway 8, Neil's on 6, Dunkley 3, Zorko 3, and yeah, so Jai Clark 0 and Dempsey 0. I see, and that's the other thing. No, two things annoying with the sub. Well, 3. 1, they shouldn't have subs. Just get rid of subs. Play 5 on the bench. I don't know why, but no, that's 1. 2 is that I think debutants should be not allowed to be named sub. If you're making your debut, you should have to start the game. If you get subbed out, fair, whatever. That's whatever, right? But you should not be allowed to name a debutant sub. I've always disagreed with that. Every player in the history of the AFL that's made their debut for the last few years has said, "Oh, I made a debut, played a full game, and whatever." Whereas the last few years, they're going to be high on Jordan Clark. No, because he getting into the freer players as well. Probably thinking because he got a few of them before and Jordan Clark didn't get that one. He's again. Will Waterman misjudged that? Oh, it's on the ball. He's run straight into traffic. It's got to be. Yep, free kick to Waterman. Waterman's looking good. He's not an option for fantasy. Draft if he's on the scrap heap, pick him up, but not for classic. But he's looked bloody good. But yeah, so that was it there. And then the third thing with the sub that should be is that, well, and it shouldn't be this. This is just saying if I was a coach, I'd be saying if I was subbing someone on, chuck the sub straight on the field. Like when they're on, Like if they sub at half time, 3/4 time, start them on the ground. Get them into the game straight away. Like you don't want to be sub and then starting on the bench as well. Like if I was Chris Scott, I would have said, you know what, Jai Clark, you subbed on, you straight in the guts. We'll start whether it's a Dangerfield and O'Connor or whoever's playing the midfield, bench them instead for the first few minutes and get Jai Clark into the game. Like that's what I'd be doing, but seems as though not all coaches think like that. Yeah, double dummy. I like that call. Gawn to be the top scoring player this year. I like that. I said that in the preseason actually. I messaged Mitch and Luke from the Ball Boys, and I said spicy takes. Obviously, we know they love their spicy takes. And if you don't follow the Ball Boys, make sure you guys do. Go subscribe at Ball Boys AFL Fantasy on YouTube or wherever you get your pods. But I said I think Gawn will be the #1 scoring ruck this year. And if I said that, there's probably a good chance he's going to be the top scoring player because those top rucks score 110 plus. So I did say top ruck though, not top scorer. So I did say he'd be the #1 ruck this year, and at the moment he is. We'll see if that is the case at the end of the year, but could be Blake Drury, says Angus. Yeah, Blake Drury for #1 scoring player. He's averaging 101. You never know. Brayshaw going to get a tackle there. See, Brayshaw's just getting it done at the moment, which is very frustrating. It's up to 47. I don't know if they counted that tackle. Just got a handball as well. Fallen Rush snuck into the top 100 for 1 minute earlier today. Lol. Good stuff, mate. I'd love to be in the top 100. I'm hoping that Goulding goes massive for me tomorrow, and that would really help with... Well, I was 2-8 before the round, and Jordan Clark just takes an uncontested mark when there's 3 people around him. Spoil the bloody ball. Unbelievable. Please, Sarong, don't go back to Jordan Clark. No, he's going back to Clark. Good. That's not deliberate. It's a free kick. Okay. I despise a sub, says double dummy. Yep, agreed. Short to Tracy. Tracy got a minute left, mate. I'd be going probably long. And he does. Oh, Liam Duggan takes a fairly uncontested mark in the pack of all those players there. Harley Reid been a bit quiet since he's only got the one handball in the last probably 5-10 minutes, but still going okay. Still, that'll be a free kick against Brockman, I'd imagine. Yeah, yep. Bit of Tracy. Goes input to Young, good kick. Looked like good kick originally from Young. Jackson playing a lot forward tonight. Sharp again. Sharp getting a lot of touches on that sort of there, but out of bounds. James Rees-Wood, should I sell Jackson next week with Darcy being back? Yes, I would. He's not shown anything. It clearly shows that he's back in the team, Darcy, and he's the #1 ruck again, which was always going to happen. But I guess for people that had Jackson, were probably hoping that maybe be a few weeks until Darcy, who's having a shot at goal, not going to go there, not going to go all the way though. People are probably hoping that the ones that had Jackson were hoping that maybe a few weeks before it went back to normality, but it looks like it's almost gone back straight away. Tracy, did he get the shot off in time? Or is it no score? Double dummy. I stupidly bought into that he might be injured and didn't take Gawn. Has cost me a lot this year. Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's what I didn't look into. I wasn't trying to look into opening round except for rookies. I was looking more at roll, and he had a good roll. He didn't score great, but yeah, great half by West Coast. 37 points up. Olive Bartel, hello. Sorry, I did not know you were live. All good, mate. All good. We're always live on Saturday night. So just last week I wasn't because I just couldn't handle it because of Bont and Dawson going bad. Judd Broomhall, I started the round at 3,700, but now I'm like 5k. Been a shocking round, but should I put the C on Sheezel or Goulden? Goulden for me. I'm going Goulden captain. I haven't looked at Sheezel really captain this week with the Finn McGuinness tag potential there. Moonboy, g'day Buzz. Didn't know you were streaming, otherwise would have jumped on earlier. Sarong having a mare. Well, Sarong's going all right, isn't he? Yeah, Sarong's going well. He's top scorer. Unless you're saying mare in a good way. Because normally, when I say mare, it normally means bad. Fallen Wrath, I also jumped on Goulden this week. Never owned him last year. Also hoping for a big 150 score. Yeah, that'd be massive. If he can go big tomorrow. That'd be very, very beneficial for us that have got him in our sides. But the way I looked at it is, I know when talking about captains, so Mitch and Calvin, who I was listening with the captains, Calvin at the live show and the podcast, and then obviously Mitch on the Friday live stream with the Ball Boys. They were saying obviously Gold Coast being the number one hardest team for inside mids and number two hardest for mids in general. If you do look at their opponents, and I'm talking about Gold Coast opponents sort of to start the season, right? They've had Richmond in opening round. Richmond don't score fantasy points. Round 2, they played Adelaide in that really, really wet game. So, of course, there weren't going to be that many high scores in that game because there's no marks, there's only tackles. Bulldogs at Ballarat, never good for scoring, and plus dogs are, dogs are hard, but no more meaning that Mars Stadium is just a funny ground. Round 3, they had the bye. Then they played the Giants up at Adelaide Hills, and then they played Hawthorn last week, and Hawthorn don't score fantasy points. So this whole the whole sort of thing with Gold Coast being hard, I think is a little bit false. I don't think they've actually played a team at home that is a good scoring fantasy team like a Sydney. So I feel like Goulden and Heaney and that will be fine. Oliver Bartel, what were your trades? I went Sanders down to Will Graham and McKercher up to Errol Goulden. That was mine. Moonboy, you should be here, rain, hail or shine, Bales. We all enjoy your commentary. It's refreshing to see a content creator have a bad week. It humanises you and connects with the audience. Mayor, second quarter, I mean, lol. Normally I do. Normally I do just stream regardless, but I was just that annoyed. And I did have actually a few other things to do as well, to be fair. So I'd like my uni graduation on the Wednesday. Had to get a few things sorted for that and whatever. Plus, I was just in a bad mood. Like, normally, I'm not in that bad of a mood, but for some reason, I was just in a really bad mood. So I wouldn't have been able to stream anyway. It just wouldn't have been a good stream. I would have been like, what's going on, once Bales? I'm streaming again. It would have been boring. So, I wasn't going to be doing that last week. Double Dummy, Harley Reid Supercoach score is hilariously good. I know you're a fantasy, but I'm giggling like a schoolgirl. All the people who traded him out. Yeah, I've got him in Supercoach as well, so I'm happy. If the Hawks lose and my friends say Kanga, I'll be pissed. Yeah, hopefully Hawks can go a bit better tomorrow. I do think North will win though. But let's have a look at the scores for at halftime. So Cave Sarong is top scorer on 64, which is good. I think I brought him in RDT this week, made him captain. So unless I reverse my trades, I really hope I didn't. I hope that I just kept him there. Yeah, cool. I kept Sarong and kept him captain, so that's cool. Jordan Clark's on 56. That's really annoying. He's just got so much. He got so much cheap ball in that quarter, which is annoying. Hayden Young 55. Good quarter by him. The tackle's a bit low, but still getting plenty of the ball and got a few marks as well. Sean Darcy 54. No shockers that he's going well against West Coast. He got points to Rucks. Luke Ryan's on 50. Andrew Brayshaw on 49. Bit of a quieter quarter for Brayshaw there. He's got his scoring clumps. He hasn't been consistent over the first half. It's been he'll score 10 points here, another 15 points there, 20 points there. So it hasn't been a big game for him, but he could always have a big second half. Duggan 45, Yo 44. Bit quieter for Yo in that quarter. Same with Reid 43, but hey, Reid's a rookie. 43, you're definitely not complaining with. As a rookie, if he scores an 80 plus, he's going to be in our best 18 scorers this week. Fife on 34, Sharp 33. Sharp on 33 is not bad. Jackson on 32 as well. Obviously, as well, people that were looking at maybe Fife getting subbed. Obviously, with Amos getting subbed out, that means Fife will play the whole game. So, with the non 9-10, I have him in a draft side. That's great. And Dom Sheed will come on at some point as well for the Eagles, friend of the show. So there we go. That's that. Let's have a quick look at the scores in the other game. Let's have a look. So 9 minutes to go in the Geelong and Brisbane game. I was hoping to see maybe Dempsey hopefully would have kicked the goal. That would have been nice. Okay, so Jai Clark is on the ground. What's the bet? Jai Clark being the sub, he won't play much either. We have Barry on 94. Wow, that's a big quarter from him. Conway's on 16 for the quarter. Lockie Neal 14. So Berry's had 32. Duncan's had 29 on the quarter. McCluggage 23. Dunkley's on 10 for the quarter. Kyle Lohman on 8. Lyons has been subbed in as... So who did Lyons get subbed in for? Oscar McInerney. Okay, that's a injury for McInerney there. Jai Clark's on 4. And Dempsey's on 1. So Dempsey had a tackle but gave a free kick away. So that's a bit disappointing. They've obviously both been on the bench already this quarter. Like Dempsey only played 61 and Clark only 61%, Dempsey 64%. So they haven't played much of the quarter at all. So hopefully they don't go back to... I'm sure that Jai Clark will go back to the bench, knowing Chris Scott. He loves to keep Jai Clark on the bench a lot. But yeah, Dempsey on 32. That'd be a bit of an issue if he end up having a poor game. Oliver Bartel score 996. Got Sheasel, Captain, Young, Yo, Graham, Closey, Roberts, Reed, Heaney, Flanders, Powell, Fisher, and Dempsey to come. Double dummy. Not confident of beating the Kangas. Hope we respond to the criticism, but we're missing leadership. Yeah, well, with a few players out as well for Hawthorn, yeah, hopefully they can go a bit better. Ben Hayes, Yo Bowles. I captain Walsh on debut. Not the worst, to be honest. Copping a Romar 6-2 VC. Rosie pissed me off. Yeah, so 101. I guess 101 from captain this week's not bad because a lot of people had Rosie captain today, obviously with a 70. Besides Dawson, there haven't been really any mammoth scores so far this round. They've all been pretty low. To be fair, if I go to the points so far this round, so Bailey Dale, but he's not really fantasy relevant. Like he's 692. Like, does he become fantasy relevant now because of him being the sub? He went 102, then he got a bad game against Geelong, and then subbed out, and then St Kilda. So does he become an option? Maybe, I don't know. Obviously Trelaw, McRae, English, Johannesson. Obviously Cripps did well, but a lot of these guys, besides like Trelaw and McRae draft, and English isn't that heavily owned in Classic, but in terms of Classic options, next probably relevant guys, Butters at 117. Then you got like a Caldwell 117, Bont 110. So yeah, there besides Dawson, in terms of fantasy round players, haven't been many like big scores over 130. So, but yeah, got a lot of things here. Conrad, actually, give me 2 seconds. I'll be back in a sec. I'll get through all this chat in a sec. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Hang on. So we'll go to this. Hang on. I'll be back in a sec. Alrighty, I'm back. Just the heater was on in my room. It's just actually getting quite warm, so I had to turn that off. Alright, so we've got a fair few bit of chat. This is good. I like this, whatever. So, but if you guys are tuning in, obviously, you are. Make sure you do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I haven't actually said that so far this video. So, but yeah, make sure you subscribe. We're on our way to 3,000 subscribers. So we're nearly at 2,100 now as well. So, we gained a fair few over the last couple of weeks, which is good. So thank you guys for subscribing. If you would like a question specifically answered for you and you would like to donate to the channel, then the super chat button is there if you so wish. But as long as you've liked and subscribed, that is the main thing that I ask of you. So if you have done that, then thank you very much there. So Conrad Sosnowski, I hope I've said that right, Conrad. Who are we all throwing the C on now that Thursday night games was a downer for VCs? Well, I'm going Gordon. In terms of tomorrow, you got Flanders, you got Heaney, Noah Anderson, if people out there that have got Noah Anderson there. In the last game, I'm a bit nervous with the Sheasel. I know a lot of doing Sheasel, as Ben says there, but I'm a bit nervous with the Sheasel one with that there. But he could go big. Moonboy, poor Freo, those close losses have affected them mentally. Yeah, potentially. Angus, but then again, West Coast playing really well. Angus Easy Brown going well in the Lions game. Yep, he is. Double dummy, Big O failed the concussion test, so likely out next week. You'd think, yep, that would be the case, I would imagine. Moonboy, cred to West Coast, though. Huge. This is 3 games in a row now where they've looked good, including Sydney Gathering. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was saying before. Yeah, they've looked very good. Ben Hayes, I thought it would be safe with no Chera and no Cogs on the Giants. Yeah, no, that's a good call. I don't mind the captain of Sam Walsh for this week, but 101 I guess you'll take in a round where there's probably not a lot of pop options. A few people went Whitfield. He got a 93, so probably and his first game under 100. So a lot of popular players this week haven't gone as well as what they have. Timmy went 128, so double dumb. Yeah, Timmy was good. If anyone had Tim English and they went in VC, then of course you definitely take that. Angus says, I had Butters who started amazing and looked on track for an 80 until the 4th. Yeah, so pretty much besides that first quarter and last quarter, Butters was a bit quiet there. But hey, you still take 117, definitely as captain. Ben Hayes, no one got English. Yeah, no, not a lot of people got him. Moonboy, apparently captain score can drop off. The double isn't counted. I don't actually know how that all works, to be honest. I'm not sure. Darren Locke, go you Eagles with the thing. Yeah, mate, they're going very, very well. And as a Crows fan, Eagles would be my second team. It's good to see them playing really well. Plus, as well, essentially my second home is Perth, really. And if I was ever to live in Perth, it'd be definitely West Coast to be going for. So, what do we got here? No, we got a fair feature. Now I've got to go back here. So I really want to rage trade Romo. Is Dacos number one option to trade in? I'm close to trading Romo out. Burnt me completely absolute pain. I wouldn't be trading Romo. Nah, definitely not. He had one bad game. I would not be trading Ryan Marshall. Is Dacos number one option to trade in next week? He's a good option to bring in next week. He's still going to have a break even over 120. So he's not a must get next week. I think by round 9 you have to have him. And I'll definitely be looking at him next week. I might even do like a, it could be a shift where if Dempsey goes okay tonight, I might go Zach Williams down to a rookie. It would be Hugo Garcia. Put Will Graham on my defensive bench. Play Closey on field if I wish. If that's how it all works out, and then I would go muster my up to Dacos. That would be something I'd look at. I'd have to see how that all plays, though. At the moment, I'm probably looking at a forward. I'm probably looking at a Baker, McRae, Caldwell next week. Or I'm not opposed to doing double downgrade if another rookie comes out and goes well along with Garcia, because I want to get rid of Jai Clark, especially if he goes poorly in this game. Double Dummy said, sadly, I started English. Sorry, hang on. Sorry, started English over Gawn. Oh, English has been bad. No, he hasn't been bad. He hasn't been great, but he's only had one really bad game. So English is still fine. Angus Easy, captain score always count even if it's not best only. Yeah, I think that's what I've thought. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Moonboy Buzz, if you get 200k subs and need a moderator, I got you, bro. Thanks, mate. Very much appreciated. It'd be great if we got to 200 subs. I wouldn't have to worry about looking for an actual full-time job. I'd just be able to do this. If this became a full-time job for me, I would. I'd probably almost stream pretty much most nights. I might even incorporate gaming or whatever. I don't even play any games, to be honest, anyway. But if people wanted that, that would be potential. But yeah, that's the goal. That's the aim, really. That's the dream. To get 100, 200, 300k more subs, whatever, make that and be a content creator full time, and not have to worry about. So that's because I love doing this. I love doing. I love interacting with everyone. I love going to live shows. I'd love to do some of my own live shows. Like doing fantasy content. It's great. Like footy. I concentrate so much on footy. I love it. So if that became a full time job, if anyone does want to help out, super chat button does help out as well. The more you get paid sort of on YouTube, then the more I can put into everything. So if anyone wants to do that, feel free, but you do not have to. It's only just an extra bit of benefit. Was originally thinking Flanders for captain, says Ben. Yeah, I like Flanders the captain option. Fallen Wrath, the top-ranked guys, McKercher captain. No, that's just because it hasn't updated trades. He would be bringing in potentially Goulden, potentially Noah Anderson. That'd be the only guys I'd be thinking. But yeah, that would be why. It'd be because he's traded him out. Moon Boy, surely it's to stop being copied. He'll change the sheet tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. No. But he's probably trading McKercher out to someone to be his captain. Like, it probably says on it, people's thing, if they're playing me in a matchup, probably says McKercher captain for me, but I've got Goulden captain because I'm bringing Goulden in. Bloody Hank was switching Rosie and Buzz from mid to half forward. Was he? I didn't actually pay too much attention to that game. That was the one game I didn't watch as much. Ben Hayes, but Port got Saints, so Rosie and Buzz should both go well. Yeah, I'd imagine they would. Moonboy, Sligo's so awkward at this time of year. Yes, Sligo looked great last night. 31 touches for only 98 is probably not enough. He's looking really good in that role, so I'm not opposed to bringing him in if Jai Clark down and a rookie up, and the best I get to was Sligo, and that was what I wanted to do. I'm not opposed to doing that trade, but he's looked good. As a Crows fan as well, has been good. So matters about Dempsey. Berry's going nuts. One more week for Caldwell. Got to see his role with Perkins and that back. Yeah, exactly. Fallen Wrath, I really want to jump on Macca. Not sure about Bevo, though. Yeah, McRae, yeah. So I like McRae as an option. I still think we can do it even with that whole Bevo thing. I think he played really well. And he only had 10 CBAs. It wasn't like Libber out. He got all the points. Ed Richards played the Libber role. So, yeah, I'm not worried about that at all. When Libber comes back, could change. Yeah, no, I'm not worried about that, Ben. He played that sort of role anyway. How many points are you on now? What am I on? So I am on 885. I've had Whitfield, obviously Young, Yo, Williams. Got Steele, Bont, Dawson, Nick Martin, Bonner, Sharp, Dempsey, and Reed. Dempsey's up to 45 now as well, which is good. Did he kick a goal? No, he didn't. He's just he's had 5 tackles for Dempsey. Good stuff. And yeah, Jai Clark on 7. So he's had 1 kick, 1 tackle. I really hope he can if he can get 30 points from here, that would be amazing. Means he's not going to drop a lot. And his break even's not like it's going to shoot up to like 90. I'll take a 75 from Dempsey. Yeah, exactly, 100%. If he gets a 75 from me, I'd be ecstatic. It means it's not. I don't think it's a trade. So hopefully he can go well like last week. Have a big final quarter. Clark is annoying us because he doesn't have enough cash on his head. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a good point. So yeah, that's the issue with Clark is he just doesn't have enough cash on his head to really go well. So. Oh, you're kidding me. DC traded out Tom Stewart. He's traded out Tom Stewart to Sam Walsh. That's funny. Oh, bloody DC. Wow. Apparently Dempsey just got burnt really hard. By Jeremy Cameron, which is really annoying. We're about to start the second half. Reed on Young in the centre bounce, which is good. Liam, 11:08 with 9 still to play. Yeah, I don't know how many I've got actually left. It would be better to have a look at that once this game and the other game are finished. Oh, did you ask about that, Ben, before about DC? There you go. First clearance for Harley Reid. Gives it to Yo. That's what we love to see. And Young tackle as well. So good start for my team. What a trade out bullet saved. Yeah, exactly. So DC, I know for a fact the Hatchet boys, with trading Stewart out, they're all going to be going... Because in a way it is. It is a little bit kiss because... No one this week was looking at trading out Tom Stewart. I know DC... Oh, tackle for Reed there. Good. I know that DC was in a position where he had too many defenders and he was preparing for next week and he wasn't going to keep Stewart, so he traded him out. So I definitely get it. It's just that not many people are trading him out. So, yeah, Fallen Rust, what a trade out bullet saved, exactly. Moon Boy, early buy rounds has killed mid prices as a strategy. It doesn't matter about your best 22 and cash gen. You need ceiling scores, taking that on board for next year. Yeah, I think cash gen is still very important because that's going to start people that haven't invested in good cash gen at the start of the year are going to start. That's going to start biting them around the buys. That's why I'm nervous having Jai Clark there because I'd rather that be someone making cash. But instead, I've probably got to move him on in the next couple of weeks. Sarong free kick against there. 981 with 8 to go. Not good. I don't actually know what good and good is this round. So have Dawson captain though, says Liam. No, mate, as I said, that was a great call. Ballsy call. Very, very ballsy. I was definitely not doing that. I was thinking maybe there was a possibility that Dawson was going to be traded out for me next week. But it was good to see him bounce back with a big game. And hopefully the Crows saw that and went how good he was and they're not going to worry about him there. So I don't even know, actually, how many people have we got tuning in tonight? I haven't even checked tonight how many people we've had tuning in. Because it doesn't come up on where I'm streaming from. It's just the only thing that comes up is the YouTube chat. Here's goes Sharpie. Changed the boots. Got the white boots on for the second half. Taking 3 bounces. 4 bounces. And kicks it. Saw the kick as well. Erasmus brought it down the ground. Oh, no, not Brayshaw. Okay, Brayshaw handed it off. Tracy trying to get over to Walters. Didn't quite work, though. They got Reed in board. They didn't go to him. Jordan Clark fist over. So we've got 17 watching at the moment. So we were going over 20 for most of the... before we had the last couple of weeks off, but I think maybe a few people might have forgotten that we were streaming tonight. So hopefully we'll get back into the routine and continue growing the community on the Saturday nights. Moonboy, love the photo with Lairdy. Is that your first time meeting him? Did you talk fantasy? Here's Reed again. Oh, that's on the ball. Tried too much there. That was annoying. He really shouldn't have done that. Sarong with the tackle. And Youngie there, taking a +6. So, yeah, just trying to do too much there, Reed. So, again, you can't fault him for trying it. But don't go to Jordan Clark. Yes, well done, Pierce. He completely bypassed him. And Draper handballs it to Clark. Really? Clark is getting so much cheap ball in their defence. It's unbelievable. Here you go, Sharpie again. Sharpie going for goal from the boundary. He's done it. Sharpie, what a goal. Beautiful. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted from Sharpie. So, good goal by Sharpie. But yeah, sorry, Moonboy, you were saying, obviously, yes, first time ever meeting Glade in person. So it was really good. Meeting my boy in person. We didn't talk specifically fantasy. I just asked him. I was like, mate, what's going on with you and Dawson? Bit of a different role for you boys this year, playing a bit forward. And he said, yeah, we're going to both spend time forward. But he was saying about Dawson, he's not going to spend as much time forward as what he did against Carlton. And I actually said to him, was that maybe a bit because he's copying attention from Georgie Hewitt there? And he said, yeah, potentially that could have been why. So, and for me, I think that was the reason why. So yeah, that would be. I think Dawson will be fine moving forward. But yeah, it was awesome to meet him. And if anyone hasn't seen that photo, make sure you go give a like on Twitter as well. Following Russ, yeah, Dawson was elite fantasy and game-wise. Yeah, he was great game-wise. He really kept the Crows. He got the Crows back into the game almost single-handedly in that second quarter. Kicked those 2 goals. That goal from 60 as well was fantastic. So yeah. Liam Rosenberg, do you talk fantasy with players you meet? Well, I don't meet too many players, but I don't tend to talk fantasy because you're sort of not sure if they do. Not every player plays fantasy. Bit unnecessary that tackle there from Sean Darcy. I don't talk fantasy with players I meet. If I do meet in person, I'll just chat to them and say it's great to meet and whatever. I might talk about the result on the weekend. But yeah, so... people have with Sharpie there. Back 3R, said I captain Rosie. Yeah, I know that was a bad score for him. A lot of people captained him as well that I know of. I know Mini Monk, who's a very, very good coach, also captain Rosie today. So, it was definitely not a bad call. Here's Sharpie again. Here you go, Sharpie getting involved. we know Sharpie can do this, and good kick by Jackson to Banfield. So Freo kicked this goal. They've, I think, kicked the last. Is it last three or two? They've kicked two. They'll kick three of the last four if this goes through at least. So I saw you at the Port versus D's game, says of Bartel. Did you? Mate, you should have come and said said g'day. Port D's game. Yeah, I was with Callum and Tom from Gainer Squad and Hef. So yeah, mate, you should have come up and said g'day, mate. That's all right, mate. All good. Next time you do, mate, come and say g'day. It's always good to meet you guys in person. So yeah, there you go. So Youngie's going quite well. Same as Sarong. Jordan Clark going pretty well as well on 59. Yo 53 at a decent start to the quarter. Hopefully keeps it going. Good to see him up at 77% game time as well. So hopefully that continues and he plays over 75%. Reed's up to 42. Obviously with that free kick given away, that did not help. Here is Reed though. Here he goes. Did get Smiley. Gets it back though. Gets handball. So that's right. 5 points up to 47. We'll take that. I didn't see. Where's Sharpie? Sharp's up to 47. So that's pretty good. Considering where he was, we thought this could have been a game where he might not have been scoring great, but he's had a pretty good quarter. He's had a very good quarter so far. So what's that? It's 47. He's had 14 points already this quarter. So following right down, I don't feel so bad with a merit captain now. Oh yeah, I definitely wouldn't be feeling too bad with a merit captain. Is Harley Reid getting a free kick? Or is it Jack Darling getting the free kick? No, Darling getting the free kick. I just thought when I saw Reid running back, I thought it was him. Anything with 100 from your captain this week, I think it was good. The options are so thin this week, so there's a lot of tough matchups out there. Like, people had Tom Green captain, you only got 100. Walsh only 101. Rosie 70. Whitfield 93. There's not really many captains this week so far that have been big unless you went an English or a VC. Even Bont and Butters are solid, but it's not like you've gained 30 points on the rest of the comp. So that's partly why I'm hoping Goulden can go massive tomorrow, because then that, for my own team, that would be really push me up towards the top 1,000. Because I was 2-8 at the start of the round, having Dawson and potentially a big Goulden captain. But Goulden, if he sucked, would be bad, obviously. So the hope is that he's not bad. What was your rank for the start of the round? It was 2-8-4-3 was my rank for the start of the round. So yeah, pretty good. Top 3K, considering I started just inside 40K after round one. I'm pretty happy with the comeback. We've moved up in rank every week so far. And I think based on the way this round's gone, I think I will probably move up slightly again at least. And if Goulden goes well, I could move up a decent amount again. Olive Bartel, you were talking to Tom and I just processed it was you like 1 minute after. Dad, that's right. No, yeah, mate, if you see me next time, yeah, mate, come and say g'day. But that's all good. Yeah, I would have been chatting to Tom about something to do with Gaino squad, probably. Sheasel captain, good. He's okay. A lot of people are going to do it, so I guess you're probably going to go with the crowd. And if he sucks, everyone cops it. But if he goes well, then you're going to be there. So I'm not going to talk anyone out of it. I'm just not going him captain just because I'm nervous about that tag there. Bloody Jordan Clark. Jordan Clark gets so much cheap ball. Like, it's ridiculous how much cheap ball he gets. Is Stewart a trade means 7 rookies on field? I think Andrew, yeah, he probably is because he's going to be out for a week. So for me, and it's not best 18 next week, and you can't hide behind that. It's going to be best 22. So yeah, for me, he's going to be a trade next week for those people that have got him. Barras, good mark. I'd pay that if that's not paid. It has been paid. Good. I would have paid that. So one thing I've been getting into lately, I'm keen to see if you guys have been getting into it as well, if anyone is a cricket fan, is the IPL. Sharp tackle. Could be holding the ball. No, but still tackle sharp. He's over 50 now. Is anyone watching the IPL this year? Because I've been watching it a fair bit the last week and a bit, and I'm really getting into it. And normally I haven't been a big fan of cricket during footy season. Normally I'm just footy, but I've been really enjoying the IPL this year. So Darcy with a free kick there. Jai Clark's been on the bench for 10 minutes. So he ended the quarter on the bench for Geelong and started the quarter on the bench. Bloody Chris Scott. Seriously. I just want to see if anyone has scored any points in the quarter in this other game. Yeah, so Jai Clark only got the 7 points in that quarter. No, so no points for Dempsey or that. Bit of a push and shove going on at the moment. Liam Rosenberg, 7 rookies on field. How? I don't know. Have to be interesting. 7 rooks on. Are you trading Zach Williams? Says Andrew. At this stage, yes, because his break-even will shoot up. Actually, can I have a quick look at that on here? Can I open that tab, or does that go straight up onto? Yeah, it goes onto the computer. Yeah, it says encoder overload on my computer, so I can't actually do it on my end, unfortunately. So, his break-in will be quite high. So I think for me it will be a trade. Did they say what Zach Williams' injury was? Probably a trade. It was just he just got his knock to an Achilles, and I think that was when he actually got tackled holding the ball in the first quarter. So I don't know why it took till half time to sub him out. I guess it's not a must trade, I don't think, but if you can move him on, it'd be good because you get better cash gen. So at this stage, I'm probably looking to move him on, but it will just depend. So missed the handball for Yo then. Yo is short. Marek, that's a good kick to Cripps, but I would have liked him to have gone to Yo more. I was 44k ranked to 428. So you're 428th, Oliver. Good stuff, mate. Been following but not watching, says Liam. IPL, yeah, cool. Oliver Butcher, I have not, but cricket's my favourite sport. Hot take, the IPL and BBL sucks. The IPL's great. I really enjoy watching the IPL. I've never really got into it. This is the first real year I've actually started watching games. But the thing that I like that they do better than the BBL is that they've got all their international players playing in the team. So you have Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Rahul, Surya Kumar Yadav, Kuldeep Yadav, like that. All the Indian international cricket players play for all the different franchises. When the BBL's on, we have our tests on. So you don't get Steve Smith, you don't get Mitchell Starc, you don't get Pat Cummins, you don't get Dave Warner now will be because obviously he's retired from Test cricket, but you don't get all those like strikers. Don't get Travis Head. Like we don't get any of these players. So it's frustrating from that point of view. I've said for ages that the cricket summer should be moved forward not moved forward a month or two. The first test should not be a week like. It shouldn't be the first test then Boxing Day. They used to have the first test in like late November. There's like that dead gap from where the AFLW finishes to where the cricket starts of essentially most of October. What they should do is the cricket should start to mid to late November, and the last test should be at the beginning of January. They should then start the BBL maybe a couple of days before Boxing Day, so then the international players only miss the first few games of the season. Or they push the BBL to start on December 31st, and the New Year's Eve game's the first game that they do. Something like that. I don't know. They've got to figure out a way, though, to get these players playing. Because that's why the IPL is so popular, because you get all the best players playing for those teams. So that's what I'd be doing if I was looking at that. But yeah, go for Sunrisers. Your team. I don't have a team, to be honest. I'm just I like Game Day Squad. I just put a fantasy team in for that, and that's probably about as much I support it. I like watching the cricket. I don't really have a specific. Is this Yo again? No, missed it. See, I don't have a team. I guess Sunrise is good because it's got Head and Cummins there, but I do like the Capitals because it's got Fraser McGurk and Warner there, and Mitch Marsh. So I guess just the Australian players to do well will be good. But then Lucknow Super Giants, I really like them actually. I really like Quinton de Kock. I like Brayshaw getting 3 for +6, of course. I like Quinton de Kock. I like Rahul. Stoinis is in that team. They've got some good bowlers as well. So I don't have a team, but yeah. If you traded Reed out, would you ever trade him back in asking for a friend, says Gareth? I don't know if you could trade Reed in now. He's nearly 500k. He's going to be near 500k next week. No, I wouldn't be. I think it's too late. Andrew Gris with Stewart, thinking I'd get a mid and Zat went into... Yeah, that could be a play. Play Closey or Graham or whoever you don't have. They've got West Coast next week. So, yeah, and then go one down, one up. Yeah, I like that. But I traded Williams last week. I was disappointed last week, and now I'm happy. Oliver, mate, you can't be... You're happy with yourself, mate. But for the rest of us, mate, we're upset. We're upset. We don't want injuries. Back 3R. I'm a slip this week, I think. Started around 1884. Good rank inside top 2K. We'll see where you end up, mate. It'd be interesting to see where you end up from here. Andrew Gris, I'm thinking bringing in Goulden or Flanders. Would you trade McKercher or Jordan? I'd trade McKercher. At least Jordan, he hasn't been great, but at least he's a forward, and it's not like forwards are going big besides a couple. Whereas you can get McKercher to a that handball by Harley Reid. He's so good. At least you can get McKercher up. And I'd actually get Flanders in your midfield. I know I'm getting Goulden this week, but I think Flanders is more of a priority. I'd be definitely getting Flanders in, because at least you get Flanders in, you can flick Jordan into your midfield next week and trade him if that's what happens, and bring in a midfielder. So I'd be doing that. Here goes Reid again. Oh, the strength to get past Sarong. Yo, back to Reid. Reid kick inside foot. He just looks good. Every time he touches the ball, something happens. Jordan Clark again, getting cheap, bloody crap possessions. Myself sad for the community, very myself happy. Sorry, no, all good, mate, all good. No, I'm sure all of us had that feeling. If you trade out a player and they end up going bad, inside you go, yes, I'm happy. Yeah, no, mate, it's all good, mate. I was only mucking around anyway. In the other game, what's that? 19 points. Geelong are up. I actually went Brisbane in that game, so that just shows tips just. Geelong are having a great year. As frustrating as they are with the whole Jai Clark not playing him as much, they're having a good year. So, 13 minutes to go in that game. At least Jai Clark has now come back onto the field, so he'll probably come off in 5 minutes, because that's what happened. Zorko's top scoring with 108, so he's going well. Top scoring for the last quarter as well with 25 points. Oh, no. Jai Clark's had one handball. Ollie Dempsey hasn't touched it. Ooh, dangerous tackle against Sarong. No, okay, I thought it was going to be, but they didn't pay it, which is good. I thought they might have. Yeah, it looks like Dempsey's probably not going to be my best 18. Also, Reid actually got tackled there. I actually didn't see that. I actually just saw the tackle from Sarong. Where's Sharpie? Is he on the bench? Maybe on the bench. Zorko's killing it. Don't think I can pay it for him now, says Fallen Wrath. Yeah, he's very expensive, but he's going very, very well. Yeah, I don't know if I could pay up for him. I agree. I think that if he's doing this at the mid-season, he's got the round 12 bye. For me, if he's doing this till the mid-season bye, I'd be happy to jump on post the buys during those best 18 weeks. But for me, I'm letting that one go through the keeper just until the mid-season buys. He's going very well. If you've got him, you're going to be very, very happy. But I feel like I can get other players around him. And Brockman going long. Petrocelli, good mark. So Sarong's up to 77, top scoring for the game. Low scoring fantasy game. There's still 6 minutes to go, but not a lot of players are over 75 at this point. But Sarong's the only one. Darcy up to 73, Young 72, which is good. Clark 68, Brayshaw 64. I guess as long as Brayshaw and Clark in the matchup don't go like 110, 120 plus from here, I'll be okay. If they get hundreds, it's still annoying, because it means I think Roy, every single one of his players, is going to have 100 points. But then as long as Goulden just does what he needs to tomorrow, I should still win. Yo 59, Reid 58 is good. Obviously, Yo's a little bit quiet. Obviously, if he can get towards 70 before the end, but there's still 7 minutes to go in the quarter, so there's still plenty of time for him to score some points. Luke Ryan 56, quite quarter for him. Sharp's on 51, good quarter for him. If he can get himself to a 70, 80 score, we'd be pretty happy with that. Fife on 50, that's okay. Again, 18 touches, but only one mark, one tackle. That's obviously been his downfall. Luke Jackson 38, that's bad if you've got him. Not a great score. I guess best 18 as well, you can hide behind that. And that's about it. Dom Sheet obviously still has not been subbed into the game yet. I'm sure he'll be subbed in at some point. There's Harley Reid. There's Tim Kelly. I don't know if anyone has. I don't think I've seen Tim Kelly pass Harley Reid once in any game I've watched. It seems that if he sees Harley Reid, he doesn't pass. So I'm intrigued to see if that continues. But I have noticed some players don't normally pass to other players. So I'd laugh if Tim Kelly now went to Reid. No, he doesn't. So goes out wide. Bad kick. Chesser did wait for it. You don't wait for that. You got to actually go for the ball. Duggan? What was Duggan on? Was Duggan going okay? I didn't actually check what Duggan was on actually when I was looking at scores. Just because I've actually got in my game though, so it's be interesting to see how he's going. 55. Okay, it's not awful. It's not great, but not awful. Going long. Is that a mark to Bailey Williams? Yeah, cool. Reid, push forward. Reid is going towards the 50 now. Kick to Reid. Witherden is going towards Harley Reid. Reid! Oh! What a mark! Oh, he is a player. Wow. What a mark. You could just see. You could see it was coming. You could see it was set up for him. Oh, wow, that's a cracking mark. That is a cracker. I don't think I've got that excited for anything of a Crows game for a while. Like, it was a good mark. It wasn't like absolute specky. It was just a great mark, but you could see it was coming. He was set up for that. That kick was great by, oh, there you go. He is good. He is very, very, very good. Yeah, wow, that's a great goal. Harley bloody Reid. Wow. I want to have a look at this again. That's a cracking mark. You could just see it was. It's not the best mark you've ever seen, but it was a great mark, and he's a special player, and we've definitely seen that over the last 3 weeks. Yeah. Hey, Gareth, trading back in. So, where are we up to with the chat? Oh, there you go. Old Bartel is being early on Williams, Flanders, Bonner, luck. What do you mean in terms of trading him in? I guess yeah, if you are early, it's always good luck when you're trading him in early. But yeah, wow, that's still getting over that. He's up to 70 now as well, Harley Reid. I wonder if he can get his first ton. Is that first AFL Fantasy ton from here? He'd probably need another 10 points in the last 3 minutes to probably look at that, just to not rely on a massive last quarter. But West Coast are going well. Early on, Massimo, Bonner, Garcia. I wish I got off Massimo earlier. Ranked around 10,000. Is that still possible, says Chanchito. Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely. There's still plenty of time to go. Like, I know that if you hear like the Hat Chase update and stuff like that, like they're just giving people like stats on what's been happening the last couple of years. This is a very different year. We've had so many best 18 weeks to start the year. We got more best 18 coming in the mid-season buys. So yeah, for me, it's definitely not too far. If you have a good back half of the year as well, I've gone from about 10k at the start of the buys to being ranked just outside the top 1,000 with a couple of rounds to go. It's just I might have had a call or two, like a luxury trade go against me, which has meant I've finished about 1,500, 2,000. But no, definitely possible. And Darling's taking the mark, so West Coast Lion for goal. I'm still amped up from that Harley Reid goal. But yeah, definitely possible. I've Zorko and draft, says Oliver. Yeah, I've got him in draft team as well. Very happy with him. Jackson looking like a must trade now with Shrek back. Yeah, definitely he's got to go. Andrew Grissom, I'm actually benching Jordan. It's crazy. I guess it is in a way, but if you've got better players, then that's fine. Do you have AFL 23? Oliver says Oliver. No, I don't. I've heard it's still pretty bad. I'm only going to get it once it actually starts. Apparently becoming a better game. People, yeah, Harley Reid, what a mark. Epic, wow. I'll put Reid on for instead of Jordan, says Andrew goes. Yeah, it's a good call. Looking like a good call. More plus 12s is more good, says Double Dumb. Exactly right. 127 Supercoach to 3/4 time. Wow, that's massive. Build the man a statue, says Oliver. Clark would have a rubbish score without his ball chip passes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he wouldn't be on a very good score at all if it wasn't for all these little bloody cheap possessions. At least Harley Reid's actually got a lot of the ball like contested. I know different positions, but still. As a non-Clark owner, it's annoying. Fallen Wrath, he's a really good player. Feels bad watching him after trading him. Yeah, I'm glad that I didn't trade him. Obviously, in Bolt, as I said, I did. Oh, look at Yo. Bloody just break like 3 Freo tackles. Yo and Reid as a 1-2 punch in the midfield is looking pretty ominous for opposition teams playing against them. Like they're looking really good in there. Reid number 1 on ground by rating points. Yeah, I think he probably has been. He's been very, very good. Dempsey 3 disposals in seconds. Good. That's what we want to see. Look at me. I went 44k to 1,000. Yeah, that's a good point, Oliver. Yeah, you went from there. So yeah. Chinchudo, definitely you're at 10k, you're still there. Harley Reid, free kick, should be. He was tackled without it. That was Yo kick. That should have been a free kick to Reid every day of the week. He got rid of it and then got tackled. Oh, hang on. Chester at the back. Goal for Eagles. Another one. This is a demolition at the moment for the Eagles. Wow. Very impressive. I have to make sure at 3/4 time I've got to fix up my Fantasy Premier League team because there's 27 minutes to go until that's locked out. 7 minutes to go in the Geelong game. Zorko is on 111. Barry's on 111 as well, actually. Kyle Ohms had a good bit. 20 points in this last quarter so far with 7 minutes to go. Dunkley 12. Dempsey's on 9, so obviously he had 3 touches, but he only had a few handballs and whatever. Jai Clark's still only on 2, which is really annoying because that means he's only on 9. And considering he's had most of the second half, here goes Harley Reid again, trying to probably do too much there. But got the handball away to Yo still. It's just every time I see West Coast, it's just Reid to Yo. It's lovely to see as a fantasy owner both, but it's just them two pass to each other. It's great. And you see Chester too strong. Yeah, Chester is looking a lot better this year, definitely. Eagles top 10 team. Not going to go that far yet. They've looked very, very good and performing well, but we need to see this for another month. 2 months before we really start looking at it. Still, no, they've had good performances, but yeah, they're looking good. I'm just glad they're playing well. I'm doing phone to Eze, says Andrew Grooves. Yeah, I'm looking at playing my free hit chip this week. That's probably what I'm going to do. And a goal from Marek from over 50. Another goal. It is over 60 points. Wow, it is over 60 points. Enjoy it, boys. They're playing so well. West Coast make finals. Sarcasm, says Oliver. Yeah, they're playing well. You can't, at the end of the day, I don't think you can ever really rule a team out when they get on a roll. But I don't think they'll make finals. I would be shocked if they did. I'm just making a point. There was years when Brisbane were bottom 4, the next year they were top 4. Sometimes something clicks and you get on a roll. So I'm not saying they're going to make finals, and I definitely don't think they will make finals. I'm just saying that they might win another couple in a row with this momentum that they're on. Reid is a bulldozer, lol, says Oliver. Yeah, exactly. He has more strength than I realised. Harley Reid. Yeah, exactly. I'm jealous. I already used my free hit chip, said Andrew Goes. Yeah, I bloody, for some reason, FPL played my bench boost in a week that I didn't want my bench boost being played, which was very frustrating. I would have played that in game week 37, but unfortunately, I've now got to do it. How many fantasy teams do you have in sports? Oh, jeez, mate, where can I start? I got AFL, I've got Fantasy, Supercoach, Dream Team, Game day squad, Bolter, so the 5. I do NFL Fantasy, I do NBA Fantasy, both as a draft and on Sports Deck. I do BBL Fantasy, I do IPL on Game Day Squad, I do all the Game Day Squad stuff on there. FPL, you name it. I do a lot of fantasy spots. I love it. It's great. So, did the players switch teams? Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, it does look like they have in a way. Back 3, they're playing well without a ruck. Flynn back will help too. Yeah, it's a good point. This is opposite from what I expected, says Angus. Yeah, very much agreed there. So the scores at 3/4 time. So Darcy's on 86. Anyone that's got him in draft, very happy he's back. Tim Kelly, 87, top scoring. Caleb Strong, 77. Quiet quarter for him. He's been a bit quieter since the first quarter. Obviously, Freo getting beaten badly as well is not helping. Waterman, if anyone picked him up in drafts, had a good game. Kicked 4 goals again. Young, 72. Again, it's Freo struggling this game. It would have been good if he was over 75. But if he can get 100 from here, that'd be still good. Reed, 72. That's very good there as well. 3 goals. His marks and tackles are never really always been there, but he's looking fantastic regardless. Yo's on 70, that's fine. Clark 68, Brayshaw 64. They didn't even touch it in the last 5 minutes. Duggan's up to 60 as well. Luke Ryan 59, 558, Sharp 51. So a lot of poor scores for a lot of the Freo guys. Jackson 38 as well. So not a lot of great scores for those Freo players. Obviously, a lot of people have got Reed and Yo. We're all pretty happy with those scores from them so far. So. Yep, I think I'm actually going to look at my FPL team now and get that all sorted. So bear with me, guys. I'm just going to get this all sorted with 20 minutes to go, just so I can get it sorted, then I can focus back on the footy. I just want to have a quick update of how Geelong Brisbane's going. The good thing is 3 minutes to go. Jai Clark's still on the field. So has he scored any points? So Zorko's up to 120 now as well. Pretty impressive considering that they're losing. 4 goals 13 to 9 goals 8. So Zorko 37 points for the quarter. Loman's on 24 points for the quarter. Jai Clark's up to 18 points for the quarter. So he's up to 25 now. So he's at least approaching that 50 break even. So it's not like he's going to go down a lot. And it's good to see he's scoring some points. Dunkley's on 17 for the quarter. I don't see Dempsey though. Dempsey's still only on 9, so Dempsey hasn't actually touched it for a fair while, which sucks. And Jai Clark's just come to the bench, so that's it. He's done. Jai Clark's done for the day. He's just come to the bench. But again, that annoys me. Like, they're up by 25 points with 3 minutes to go. He was the sub already. Why are they bringing him off? Like, why bring Jai Clark off? Like, keep him on the field. Like, he was the sub already. Bring some of your experienced players off. Like, not fantasy run players, but bring off a Tom Hawkins. Bring off, like, he was missed last week with an injury. Bring off Jeremy Cameron. Like, why are you bringing off a guy that was the sub already? And I don't even know if he'll play next week because Guthrie might be back. So it infuriates me that some of these coaches just don't think at all. So 18, hey, he's still got to 25, better than probably what we thought. We probably thought he was going to get sub 10. Just got the mute in time, good. So we're about to start for the third quarter as well. I'll just fix up my FPL team. Actually, probably one thing I've got to look at in my FPL team, many of these players got the double game week in 37. Yeah, bear with me, guys. I'll be 2 seconds. I'm just making sure that with my FPL team that it's all set, ready to go. But I have not seen one player in the team that's got a double game week 37. Still not. Okay, that's interesting. I might actually have to not play the free hit chip this week. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to play it this week, actually, now, looking at this. because not one of these players in my team have got a double game week in 37. Literally one player. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to look at doing that, I reckon. If I just do transfers, what am I going to do? Probably go Kudus to Eze, I reckon. That's probably what I'll look at doing. Has Eze got the... No, he doesn't, but he's got a decent run to finish. Maybe take it. I could take a -4 hit. Go down to Eze. Actually, no, I can't. I could take a hit and go one of the defenders out and bring in a defender that's playing. Can't trade out the Spurs players because they got double 135. I'm going to trade Regulon. Might trade out Doughty, I reckon. Apologies, guys, you put stuff in the chat. I'll be with you guys in a moment. I'm just getting my fantasy Premier League team sorted. So yeah, Spurs and Chelsea have got that. So I've got to make it a fact to bring in Son next week. Has Kanate played every game? Could bring him in. I could bring in Zinchenko. Played every game. Pretty much. I could bring in Zinchenko. Let's look at Liverpool. Nah, probably not. Probably would be Zinchenko. Hang on. Do I want to bring in... I don't know if I really want to bring in double Arsenal defence. It's probably that actually. -4. Bring in Eze and Zinchenko. Oh, that's a dangerous tackle. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So Zinchenko and Eze in. And keep it like that. Then I've only got a couple of players not playing. Can I really bench Cole Palmer? I'm going to ask that in a group chat actually if I play... Okay. Right, I think I'm mostly set. IT free hit week. Yeah, it is, but I looked at mine with trades. With my transfers, I took a -4. Got Eze for Kudus, and I got Zinchenko in for Dowdy for -4. Um, and I looked. After doing those. I've only got Areola, Regulon, Tony, and Haaland who aren't on double game week. Whereas game week 37, it sounds like there'll be a few teams on double game week there. So that's what I'll probably look at doing, unless someone says otherwise. Can Jordan Clark cheap bloody +6 again? So much of his ball has been cheap, and he kicks it to Brayshaw as well. Go away. Alrighty. Let's have a look here. Soccer, I don't know what's happening. Exactly. NBA, how far will OKC go this year? Can they make conference finals? They could. I love what's his name? SGA. I love Shea. He's great. Even West Coast Twitter's shock says Angus. Yeah, they're obviously going very well tonight. What do we got here? Rest. Yeah, Double Done's another good one. They should have rested Danger at the end of the game. Yeah, I'm lucky I traded Jai to Dempsey after round 1. I wish I traded Jai after round 1. Do you have another job apart from YouTube? I do. Still at Hungry Jacks. That was while I was doing finishing uni. I just obviously graduated last Wednesday. So now to be getting a full-time job throughout this year. That'll be the aim. I need to get out of HJs. It's been too long. Bring in VVD. I'm a Liverpool fan. I could, but I couldn't afford him with the trade transfers I did. Cats officially 6-0. Yep. Brisbane 0-3 at home. Yeah, I know. Very, very odd. Dempsey, only Geelong player without a mark. 54 for Dempsey. Yeah, not great. 54 is okay. If that's his worst score, then I think we'll take it. I think he's still probably a hold, I reckon. With the scores in the other game, you got Zorko got a 129, Berry 117, but they're the only players that got over 100. Myers got 96, Dunkley got a 90. That's poor for people, and people would have gone in captain as well. Another captain that wouldn't have gone great. Duncan 84, Bose 83, Conway 77, 41 hitouts is good. Obviously had an easy second half, but still good. I got him in draft, which is great. Jeremy Cameron 62. Sturt lining up for goal here. Let's bring him back to 39 points if he kicks it. Dempsey, 54. Obviously missed 2 shots. Those 2 goals over 60. Lohman, 49. Obviously Stewart, if people missed it, did get subbed out with concussion on 47 at half time. Lyons got 40 in the second half. Always can score. And Jai Clark got 25 in the end. So not great. Jai Clark scored the same as Sanders, so he'll go down 15k, 20k. He'll still be over 300k. So, yeah, that'll be interesting there. DC. When do we buy tickets to see him win the Premiership? Talking about West Coast. That's funny. It was a wet game, can't mark it. Yeah, exactly. For Dempsey, no marks there. So he got 54 with no marks. That's promising. He's still got a good role. Like he's still playing up the ground. So I'm not as keen to trade him at the moment. Congrats on graduating. What did you study, Angus? Thanks, mate. Very much appreciate it. Sport journalism I studied, so no shockers there for people that know me. Any updates with the scores? We haven't updated for a while. Harley Reid, 69. Did he give away a free kick or something? Or did they take something away? Must have given a free kick away because he was on 72. Yo, 74. Brayshaw and Clark, of course, heading towards hundreds for both them. Hopefully they don't get hundreds for my matchup. Young going okay on 88. Has Sharpie touched it? Sharpie has not touched it this quarter. So now I can focus back on the game now because I've done all that. So Tim Kelly on 99 had a good game. I wonder if Harley Reid is going to get the I don't know what the medal's called for the Derby medal. Angus Heasy, nice. Yeah, mate. No, it's good to finally have graduated uni. It's a long time. I was there for 7 years or whatever. So he went from, long story short, grades in year 12 got downgraded, didn't have enough to get into teaching, did foundation studies, had to wait a year because I wasn't 18 when I did that, did teaching for a year, loved it, but I thought sport's my thing, so did sport journalism. Was going to go to America for a semester exchange. COVID hit, didn't study for 2020, barely stayed in 2021. Then 2022, went to America in the second half of the year for my semester exchange for uni, and then finished off my final year last year. So, yeah, long time, but good to finally get it done anyway. So yeah, I'm going to see if anyone's responded to my messages in the group chat. No. Actually, am I going Salah captain? That's the question. Salah, Saka. Yeah, go Salah captain. Yeah. Have to. Good matchups there. Wardman with how many goals? How many goals he got? 5? Wardman with 5 goals. Likely the medalist, I'd think. Yeah, that's probably a good shout, actually. With 5 goals, he probably gets it. But then again, everyone loves Harley Reid, a bit of Harley Reid at the moment, so they might give it to him. You never know. Because Harley Reid has kicked 3 goals from the midfield, so it would be very interesting. Yeah, you're probably right. Probably does go to Jake Waterman, but it'll be interesting. Reid better than Waterman in my opinion, but both are good. Yeah, will be very interesting to see who gets it. I'm very keen to see if they do give it to. If Reid kicks another goal, I think you can pretty much lock it in that he's going to get it. Yeah, it'll come down to. I think if Waterman gets another goal, he gets it. I think if Reid gets another goal, he gets it. I think if neither kick a goal, it could be either or. IT still feeling rusty from the Traders show last night. Oh, so you went to there, mate? How was it? I was very, very jealous. Seeing all the photos of all the Perth legends going to that. I would have loved to have gone, and I would have flown over to Perth for it. But I'd only just been in Perth, and funds were running a little bit tighter, so I didn't quite have. It just wasn't the time for me to go over there, unfortunately. Yeah, it would have been great to have gone over there. But by reports, it was a great night. So, I'm jealous I wasn't there, but I can't be I'm not jealous for other people because obviously had Gather around Adelaide, met Laird the other night. I'm fine with that. I wish I was there. It's probably the better thing. But yeah, is Harley Reid? Harley Reid must be on the bench at the moment. Good five. Don't give it to Jordan Clark. Being just an absolute seagull tonight. Apologies as well for anyone in the chat that has owned Jordan Clark tonight for all the bashing for him. Dom Sheed's on. I hope that doesn't mean Harley Reid's been subbed out. Hopefully that just means that he's just come off for someone else. No, Campbell Chest's been subbed out. It says sub-injured. I don't know if he's actually injured though or whatever, but yeah, Hayden Young's been on the bench for 11 minutes. How hard is it for them to get him on? He's been one of their best players. Free, I've always been really annoying when it comes to their midfielders and leaving them on the bench. Like only Brayshaw and Sarong in the past. The amount of times they get stuck on the bench is unbelievable. Like you'd think they'd be able to do it a lot better. Brayshaw ran over the ball there. Yeah, my stream's starting to stuff up. And Jordan Clark, bloody mark. Go away. Yes, free kick to West Coast. Jordan Clark doesn't get his mark. +6. Sorry for anyone that's got him. Chessa out tactical, but then someone said Chessa said injured. So is it subbed or is it tactical or injured? I don't know. No injury according to Fox commentators. Okay, so it would just be tactical, I'd imagine, based on that. So Reed has scored -3 in the quarter. He did do that in the first quarter and then finished off with about 20-odd points. So he's probably not going to get his 100, though, which I was hoping he might do. But Jack Darling's kicked the goal. Another goal for West Coast. And halfway through the quarter, that probably, well, if there was any sort of, I don't even think there was any glimmering hope for Freo, but West Coast are going to win. Which I think we pretty much knew anyway. Yeah, 9.5 minutes to go. It's 51 points. Even before that, we weren't actually going to win. So, but yeah, if you guys haven't already, make sure you smash like on the video. Very much appreciated. So make sure you go and do that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I think we're near 2,100, but we are going towards 3K. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do and help us get to that milestone as soon as possible. We've got a couple tonight, which is good, up to 2078. So always very much appreciated with all the new subscribers there. Brayshaw just got the handball away. I thought it was going to be a tackle for Reed. Sharp got a kick, though, which is good. Good to see Sharpie's actually out there. We have had 264 people come into the stream tonight, which is pretty good. So, Harley Reid, +6. Beautiful. It's going to mark it. Be good if there was a 50 paid here. Roosett towards the 50. Marek, no, not quite. And Erasmus wrapped up there. 8.5 minutes to go. How many have we got watching the stream now? Let's have a look. I just realised I couldn't even do anything with FPO anyway because it was too late. Please don't tell me Jordan Clark's over there for a +6. That's Ethan Hughes. Is that Sharpie? No, Emmett goes to Sharpie. Good. So why couldn't Sharpie get all this cheap ball tonight? We've still got 20 people tuning into the stream at the moment. Got 14 likes on it so far. So if you haven't clicked a like on the stream, make sure you do and help out. Subscribe and all that good stuff as well. What console do you have? PS4. I want to get a PS5 at some point, but yeah. Sharpie, junk time, love this. Yeah, I hope he gets some junk late. That'd be nice. So it looks like apparently Young still hasn't come back on. And apparently everyone on the bench is rotating except him. So I don't know what is going on. He's still not on the field. What's going on with Young? Yeah, Young's been on the bench for 17 minutes. I don't get what's going on with Hayden Young. Like, we've all got him, like, so it's not that big of an issue, but he's on 88. Like, he could have easily turned up here and got a 110 if it wasn't for him being on the bench. I just don't get it. Is it HIA? Like, is he having a HIA or something? I don't know. I didn't see him have any sort of hits or anything, so I don't quite get what's actually happening with Young. Does anyone know? Like, because obviously I've got the TV on mute, so I can't hear if they're saying anything, but I don't quite get why he's been on the bench for so long. Sharpie's free. Oh, Emmett, too slow. I thought that was Reed +6 in middle ground, but it wasn't. Young 6% game time's garbage. Yeah, exactly. It is garbage. I don't know what's going on. Like, I would love to know why he hasn't played much of the game at all. Nothing here, sadly. Yeah, so no one knows. Oh, bloody Jordan Clark again. This cheap bloody crap ball. Stop. Oh, it's so annoying. Is that him up to... I think it's him up to 90. 5.5 minutes to go. Yeah, him up to 90 now. It's just been crap all game. He's just been getting all little cheap +6s. And he's probably going to get it here again. Is that him there? Yeah, piss off, Jordan Clark. You gave it to Sharp, so you did one good thing tonight. But it's just cheap crap football. So annoying. He's up to 96 now because of all that bloody... Again, he's just scored in patches, so many patches tonight, but 96 again means that he's... Is he going to break his ton streak? It would be my luck that I'm up against someone that's got him this week, and he does. Commentators have said nothing about Young. Yeah, I've got no idea. I really don't know what's going on. Harley Reid, tackled by Sharp. Gets rid of him with pretty easily. Gets handball. I would love for Jordan Clark to be not subbed off on the interchange bench and rested for the rest of the game. O'Meara, don't chip it back. Thank you. Strong in the middle. +6. I'll delete my team having the worst year, and I've been playing since the early 2000s. Sorry to hear that, Moon Boy, mate. Hopefully hopefully you go well soon next week, mate. Lol, matchups are like that. Freo need to add Brody to their team. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Will Brody, to be honest. He just sort of... Is that... No. Oh, good. Brayshaw dropped it. Sorry if anyone's got Brayshaw out there, but I've got him in a matchup. That's the only reason. That's why I'm happy that he didn't mark that, because that would have been near a 90, 95, and Roy's got him captain. So I feel bad for Roy, but in the matchup, I get competitive, so I'm happy. Is Jackson a trade next round? 100%. Yeah, I think he's got to go next week. Just not a good score, and it's shown. Darcy's been #1 ruck tonight, so yeah, he's got to go. Been doing well at Peel, but I wonder if coach hates him, says Double Dummy. Yeah, potentially. Roy would be fuming. I think he would be as well, but it has been a tough week for captains, so I think that he would be fuming, but at the same time, he'd go, well, every other person's captain essentially failed, so yeah, feel bad for Roy. I feel bad for Roy as well. But in terms of the matchup against him, I don't feel bad because I need to win. It's Content Creators Cup and a lot's on the line. So I need to win. And with his captain not doing great and me having Dawson, it puts me in a good position. I'm just now relying on Goulden to do his thing. And it won't. And then, yeah. So hopefully we'll have to see how we go. Moonboy, here's a question. What's happened to Devon Smith? Was an elite mid for Essendon this year, that year, and never seen him again. Yeah, I don't know. I think he got delisted or retired or whatever, and that's him done. So, Yo didn't get the tackle, so got the handball away, which is annoying. Oh, deep for Emmett, and punched through by the Eagles defenders. Could you imagine as well? Obviously, we're talking about Jordan Clark here, right? Can you imagine if Jordan Clark doesn't touch it again and ends up on 96 again? It would be quite funny, actually, if you just end up on another 96. If anyone can hear any noise in the background, that's my stomach. I'm starving. So once this game is done, I am definitely heading up to have some dinner. Because it's 10 o'clock in Adelaide here and haven't had dinner, so I definitely need to have dinner. You have to... What's that? You have to request a trade if you're Jai Clark. Potentially, yeah, this is frustrating if, for Jai. Moonboy, why didn't they play him as a pure mid again? Weird one. So Reed's on the bench. That'll be Reed done for the game. I would imagine that Young's done for the game as well. I haven't seen him at all. He's been on the bench since the whole quarter, which has been very frustrating. I just don't get why. What happened to Hayden Young? Yeah, Tom, great question. I got no idea what's happened to Young. He's been on the bench for 20 plus minutes. 23 minutes. He's just been sitting on the bench. It's not like they haven't been rotating on the bench. He's just been sitting on there. I don't know if that is an injury that we need to be keeping track of or not, but that would be very frustrating because that would be a couple of forced trades then for coaches. What's for dinner, Bale, says Moonboy? I think it's just reheated pizza. I think it's just reheated pizza and some chicken, like little chicken bite things. So I'm looking forward to that. I think reheated pizza is probably the best thing you can reheat. I don't think there's many things reheated that taste better. If anyone can think of anything reheated that's better than pizza, put it in the comments because I don't think there is. Sarong the ton at least, so he must have just hit the ton then. So that's good. I brought him an RDT, made him captain, so would have been nice if he did get more than that, but there you go. Sarong ton. It's been a low-scoring fantasy game. A lot of players in the 90s and the 80s. Only the two tons being Sarong and Tim Kelly at the moment. And we'll see if any other player can get there with 2 minutes to go. We'll see if Jordan Clark gets there or if he stays on 96. Jackson takes the mark. So a bit of a plus 12 here for some people that have got Jackson. Be very happy. Extrapolating his Tom McGrath to 80%, he'd be on 117. Yeah, I know. I don't get what's happened. I'm sure we'll hear about something about it. But when one of your best mids has been on the bench for over 20 minutes, something's happened. I don't know what it is. It is very frustrating, Angus. Agreed. I would love to know what it is, but I don't know. Spag bowl and lasagna is a few people said double dome said spag bowl, and then back 3R said lasagna. Yeah, no, good shouts. Good shouts is reheated stuff. They're both very, very nice, reheated. Butter chicken is quite nice reheated as well. I know I've had that a few times reheated, and that always goes down well. Actually, I'm going to request that to be made tomorrow night, actually. Butter chicken, haven't had that for a while. Yo, handball. Brayshaw tackle. That's just crap. That's just a crap tackle. It's just nothing. It's funny how much you see your players and you see those tackles or little cheap possessions like that's amazing. Whereas like players I don't own and I'm up against them, I look at them and go, that's just crap football. It is quite funny. It's just, I guess that's what happens with fantasy. Here's Dom Sheed, friend of the show. Good to see him back in the Eagles team, back from injury. I'll be working while Goulden is playing. I'll be checking my phone a lot, lol, says Fallen Wrath. Yeah, exactly. Yep. I'll be watching that game very, very closely. Chips are not that bad. Chips are not that bad reheated, but not better than pizza. Yeah, yep. curry business promotion. Laughing at that chicken. That's funny. There you go. Double dummy. Ryan bench for a good 10 minutes too. Wonder if the coach is sending a message. Ryan owner checking in, says Moonboy. Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine it's because he was playing bad, because Hayden Young was one of their best players. So I don't understand it. I really don't. Or Brayshaw handball. Jordan Clark will get a kick here. Oh, maybe didn't. Maybe he didn't get the kick in. If he didn't get the kick in, I don't think he got his 100 again. Do you think Jackson's been a failed pick? I think it's probably about middle. I don't think it's a failed pick, but whatever. Soup reheats to nearly full quality, but not as good as pizza. Yeah, that's good. Another good shout. Soup's not pretty good as well. Rissoles, then on super fresh bread with some sauce. Yeah, that's not bad. Another bad shout as well. I haven't had rissoles for a long time, actually. That might be another thing I got to request. But yeah, so there we go. Derby is done. And West Coast, big winners. Big winners. Did Jordan Clark get that kick in time? I don't know if he did. No, he didn't. 97. Jordan Clark again with a 95 to 99 score with 96. And I can't imagine there's any stats to be added. Tim Kelly 108. Sarong 107. So good score for Sarongi. I guess for those people that got in captain with a lot of failed picks as captain this week, you take that. Brayshaw 93. Again, not another 100 for him. Duggan 89, solid in the end. Hayden Young 88. I will listen to Harley Reid's interview after. I want to hear what he has to say as well. But Young 88, I've got no idea. Young played 54% time on ground. Someone make that make sense to me. I do not understand why Hayden Young only played 54% time on ground and why he was on the bench for so long at the end of the game. I'm looking here, time on ground the last quarter. Hayden Young played 13% of the last quarter. I don't know what happened to him. I really don't. And if anyone does, I would love to know. Yo, 88, that's okay. Again, he's just getting the job done. Again, 73% time on ground. I reckon he's done that like 4 games in a row at 73%. But 88's okay. 582, that's fine. Harley Reid with an 80, that's very, very good. Very happy with that. That's now 3 good scores in a row. I think he's he's fine there, F6. Jeremy Sharp with a 74. To be honest, that's pretty good. In a bad loss for Freo like that with a 74, I'll definitely take that. Luke Ryan 63, that's bad. And again, he spent a fair bit of time in that last quarter on the bench. Luke Jackson 61. I guess that goal at the end saved him from going 49, but 61 still not good enough. Any other scores here? Domshi got the 2 points when he came on as sub as well. So I just want to see who gets the medal, and then we'll end the stream and I'll have my dinner. What do we got here? Clark gets to 99. Lol, maybe not. Oh, yes, so no, he didn't get the kick added late. So, yeah, 96 again. I guess it's, on one hand, you're looking at going, he's fine. He's getting his 95s, and that's whatever. But then you're also looking at going, frustrating. It's actually reminding me of Michael Hibbard for any of those old school fantasy coaches. Michael Hibbard at Essendon was very much a 90 to 100 player. Just got those scores every week. He'd get 105, 110 every now and again. He'd get an 85 every now and again, but he'd always be that 90 to 99 player. 107 might have to take that with Sheasel left. I would take 107, I think, this week. Knowing how bad this week's been for captains, I would just lock in a 107, to be honest, as main premier tomorrow. Yeah, I'd be locking it in. And Yowie as well. My 2 boys, my 2 West Coast boys who I've got in my team. I have to listen to the interviews after. But yeah, put in the comments, how are you guys going this round? What do you score? What score are you guys on so far? And how many of you have played and how many of you got left? So for me, I am on 1049 and I've had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've had 12 plays so far. So 12 players, I'm on 1049. But obviously, Gorn will be one of my scores not counted. Zach Williams will be also not counting. And then Dempsey won't count. So that at the moment means also Sharp doesn't count. which means that if I was to remove those scores, so 1049, take 28, take 53, take 74. So I'm currently 894 from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So from 9 players, I'm 894, which is pretty good, I think. Especially with I've got Sheasel left, I've got Massimo to come, Errol Goulden captain, Matt Roberts, Tristan Sherry, Isaac Heaney, Sam Flanders, Tom Power, and Zach Fisher. So a lot of those guys hopefully can put up solid enough scores for me. But worst case, I think that Sharp will count for me. I think is worst case. But I might not have too many of these 60s, which I guess in a week like this is good. Is a good thing for my own team. I'm currently at 5865 overall. Round rank of 88,347, but obviously I've got a fair few players to come tomorrow. A lot of people don't have that many. So what? Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left plus my captain, and that's in. Is that 2 games? Yeah, 2 games. So a lot of players to come. So who's going to win the medal? I'm interested to see who wins it. So in my matchup with Roy, I am in a good position because we've got 4 players different. I've got Whitfield 93, Massimo, Jordan Dawson's 155 and Goulden captain. And he had Jordan Clark's 96. He's got Closey tomorrow. And he's got Tom Green 100 and Brayshaw captain 186. So I'm in a good spot. As long as Goulden probably gets 100, I'm probably fine in winning that game. So yeah, hopefully I'm in a good spot for that. I'm hoping to move up some ranks as well this week. That'd be nice if I can get inside the top 2,000 this week. Would be great. Top 1,500 would also be really good. Yeah, that's the hope. Does anyone know? So Curry business promotion, Brisbane and Geelong final score. I can get that up for you, mate. Final score for that game, Brisbane 37 and Geelong 63. So 26-point win to Geelong. Good win for Geelong up there. They're all celebrating. I'd imagine that's probably means that Harley Reid got the medal. Oh no, Yowie got the medal. Okay, interesting. I didn't think Yo was going to get the medal. Yo had what? 26 disposal, kicked a goal. He played well. I don't know if he was best on ground. Waterman kicked 5. Reid kicked 3 and had 19 touches. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't get me wrong. I'm happy for Yowie. It's good for him. He's obviously come back from all those injuries and playing pretty good footy. But I don't know. I don't know if he got it. Angus 9 left. He's on 11:43. Fallen Wrath 10:69. 10 to play. Obviously, I know a lot of people are counting with all those left. So yeah, I'm on 10:49 with 9 to play plus my captain. But obviously some bad scores in there that won't count for me. 10:50 with 10 to come. People saying go the winner. Yep. I just realised I could captain Sheasel or Heaney or take 107. I think I would take 107. I normally played a little bit more safer, but I just think with the amount of premiums that have gone sub 100 this round, I think lock in 107 and take that. I'd be taking that. You just never know. If Heaney plays more forward tomorrow, you just don't know. I think Heaney will be good tomorrow. Flanders another shout as well. I would just be banking 107. I've got 87 for my VC, so I'm going a captain tomorrow. But yeah, I think I would lock in 107 personally. And double dummy is saying so would he. Yeah, I agree. So I would be locking in that score. Does anyone know anything about Hayden Young? I would love to know what happened. If he got injured, I don't know. Any Just having a look through the group chat and see if anyone is saying. No, nothing here about Young. I don't quite know. I don't quite know what. A few people actually did have Hayden Young captain. I know DC had him captain. I think Jaden Powski had him captain as well. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know what happened with Hayden Young. I'm at a loss. I can't see anything. IT Twitter saying Young hammy. Guess we'll see in the presser. Did he do a hammy? I don't. I would love to know. Like concrete, like Freo come out and say that he was injured, and a few people are saying as well. Why didn't the commentary team come out and say, "Oh, Hayden Young's been off for the quarter," and check what's going on? Everyone's saying what's happening with Hayden Young. No one knows. Um, Everyone's saying where's Hayden Young, so no one knows. I think one person said Hayden Young hamstring question mark. Someone said yep. Oh, geez, that would be bloody carnage. Can you imagine if JD saying on Discord, Young hammy iced? Oh, can you imagine if that's got to be a forced trade? I've probably got to keep Zach Williams. That would be frustrating. I guess that would be my ticker off of Hayden Young. Off of Jai Clark. Didac thinks he's injured. Obviously, talking about JS. Obviously, a lot of people refer to him as Didac. I really hope not. I want to get off Zach Williams next week. And then I've got Massimo as well. I don't want to have to keep dealing with these guys. Is it going to have to be another week where I'm just waiting on having to do that? I don't know. That's frustrating. Pawowski said average fullback captain scores 112. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, that's a good stat, actually. Obviously, Double Dummy said before 107. You're only losing 5 points on the average fullback captain option. So, yeah, I'd be taking it. I'm playing Graham and Closey with Zach 28 on the bench. I wonder how they go versus Sydney. Yeah, I've benched both the Gold Coast rookies against Sydney. Just the SCG, bit of a tough matchup. I'm playing Musselman against North, easier matchup at Marvel. So we'll see how that goes. But my preferred trades next week was going to be Williams down, Musselman up, and play one of those rookies because they've got West Coast. But now it looks like Young, if he's injured, if you trade Jai Clark as well, obviously Zach Williams is like going to have a high break even. Do I have to keep him for a week? I don't know. IT saying JD saying on Discord, Young hammy iced. Yeah, that's going to be really, really annoying and frustrating if that's the case. Double dummy, 10-28 from 9. I make it 11 to play and not counting Jacko's 61. Yeah, cool. I think that's a solid score at the moment. Angus Heasy, Didac. I said that before. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens if that's the case. Obviously, we'll hear all the fallout from the game and any injuries and whatever. But hopefully, Young's okay. If he's not, forced trade, and this is probably the first real week of carnage where people got Stewart, people got Zach Williams, people have got Hayden Young, people have got like rookies that need to be traded. Like it's a bad week for carnage to actually finally hit. I think we've been pretty lucky so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of carnage, but if the carnage is finally hitting this week, it's an awful week to be hitting. Right when we're back to best 22. So yeah, that'd be very, very frustrating. People are saying they think he's hammy iced Hayden Young. Apparently, people are only giving sorry, Harley Reid 1 vote in the votes. I'm just having one last look to see if there's any last minute information on him. I still think Harley Reid probably could have got the medal tonight. Yeah, people saying Harley robbed. Yeah, I agree. I think I agree. No, nothing here about Jai Clark I'm seeing. So, yeah, no, nothing there. So I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out at some point what's happening. Back 3R. Thanks to the stream, Bars. Have a good night. Thanks, mate. You too. I'm going to have some dinner now anyway, so I'll be jumping off. I'll just read through this last bit. I hate when I do that. What should I do with Stuart? Yeah, I'll be trading. What's that? Maltesing. I'd be trading Stuart. He's going to be out for a week. He's going to have a high break even. Obviously, bad score this week, missing a week. Going to go down in price. I'll be trading. Double dummy. Roberts or McKercher. My last choice are bench options. I've got Roberts on field. Not sure it will matter if I get some okay scores. I'd be playing Roberts. Roberts has got Gold Coast at the SCG. I think he'll go pretty well there. McKercher does have Hawthorn, but I'm just unsure. Role, scoring, I don't know. There's more surety with Roberts, so I'll be playing Roberts there. So beautiful. All right, I think that's where we'll cut it. I'll just give people one last score update for what my team is on at the moment. So I'm currently on 1049. Obviously, I've got Sheasel, Massimo, Goulden captain, Roberts, Sherry, Heaney, Flanders, Powell, and Fisher to come. So I've got 9 left. So yeah, 9 left to go. 1049. I think I subtracted it before. I think I'm on like 894. If I remove Sharp's score, if I remove Williams' score, and if I remove Dempsey's score. So, and then obviously Gawn as well. So yeah, we'll have to see what I end up with. Hopefully it's a good week. It pretty much comes down to Goulden. I think Goulden can pretty much shape my week. Johnny Test, who'd you captain this week, Bale? So I'm going Goulden, yeah, Goulden tomorrow. Double dummy, fan footy now saying hamstring concern for Young. Oh, yeah, okay, well, now it sounds like a few people are saying hamstring now, so that's annoying. But why did the AFL app not have hamstring injury on there, and why did the commentators not say anything? So we'll have to see, but that might be a forced trade again. So we have to find out, but that'll be it for me. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. If you haven't liked the video, make sure you leave a thumbs up down below. It really does help out the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're close to 2,100. We're obviously trying to get to 3,000. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and get involved. And then turn notifications on so you don't miss when we go live or I upload any other content moving forward. Tomorrow night be live, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Just be me. Tim will not be there, unfortunately, tomorrow night. So it'll just be me riding solo. I think at the moment we've got DC jumping on. Might have another special guest as well, but you guys will find out as well. But yeah, 7:30 over on YouTube. We'll be doing the Twitter video as well, but make sure, yeah, you guys tune in wherever and get involved with that. So, yeah, thanks, guys, for tuning in. I'll see you guys next Saturday night for what game have we got next week? We've got... Oh, good game there. Freo Dogs. Good fantasy game there as well. Plenty of options in that game. So, Freo Dogs will be doing... so, yeah, make sure you guys tune in to that one as well. So, thanks, guys, for tuning in. I'll catch you guys tomorrow night for the round review. So, I'm out. Cheers.